Yo, what's going on, people? I'm not even reading that. Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to the Wrestle Purish podcast, episode 56. Today, I'm joined by Chris O'Bread, Manny Tarantino, and Charlie. We're going to talk AEW Dynamite, some recent news such as Regal's AEW contract, and some other stuff. And we're just going to kind of go with the flow. But I'm going to go around, be polite, ask everyone how they're doing. Chris, I'll start with you. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, other than the fleet dying, I'm gonna have to find new territory to watch. So, other than that,
Already?
I'm have my a family member from the first Purist show come on later to talk about Game 3 of the Elite versus Death Triangle.
Mm-hmm.
I will not be here for that segment, but he will be.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's hope they're not too problematic. Charlie, how are you?
Yeah, doing good. No, it's just ready for the pod, yeah.
Ready for the party? You could sound a little bit more excited, You could at least try, I'm only messing. Manny, would you like to read the script you just put on the screen?
No, I'm dyslexic, but
Jesus.
But
how did you write it then?
I'm looking at the computer while I did. So I've been watching movies all day since I've been sick. The first movie I watched was Nope, and then I watched Pulp Fiction, and then the movie starts with a definition of what pulp is. So then I just started with the definition of what wrestle is, and then purist, and then just said wrestle purist after that. It's all sloppy because I actually put pursuit instead of purist, and then I realized last minute. So then I have to rewrite everything.
Oh man, we respect the effort, the thought that you give to these podcasts. You're definitely one of our MVPs of the year. Speaking of the Wrestle Purist Awards.
Oh, right now I'm watching a Space Odyssey too.
Actually, we've got some super chats. We had a couple that came in before we went live. So we've got Bam to Bam. Bam, $5. Today has been a great day for me. Japan wins and moves on. Got the Kenny Omega Street Fighter figure pop, and now the Wrestle Purist podcast show. Hope all is well for all. Really appreciate you, Bam, and hope you're having a good time. And hope we're not too boring for you tonight. Hope we can entertain you for a bit. Hopefully we don't run anyone off so to go watch Impact. But we do go head to head. So like all our demos and all our ratings that we draw, we've got opposition, man. We need to. We need to keep on them. Mad King 199. Appreciate you. Rooting for Japan. Get rid of clap only crowds, please. It's about time. Get rid of them yesterday.
It's been time.
I guess they're just being extra careful. I don't know. I've never been to Japan. I don't really know too much about the culture over there, other than like wrestling. So but
I've been to Japan once.
Have you?
And you're lying.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been to Tokyo.
When?
I don't believe
when
you.
I was in second grade.
Oh.
Okay.
No, he never went then.
I did go.
It's accusations.
When you're that young, you don't remember anything.
I have pictures.
Do you remember anything from there?
I just remember people pointing at me and staring.
Really? Is that a real thing? Like they're really like amazed by black people. Is that like a real thing?
Yeah, especially back in 2000.
What?
2008, 9?
That's crazy. I've always found that crazy. But okay, so we got a first super chat, a huge super chat from Far5222. Massively appreciated. $50. Matt Jackson hitting the game-winning three-pointer was possibly the best thing to happen in the series. If he loses his shoe in game 4, that 3-1 lead is dirty. Shout out to everyone from Wrestle Purist and those on the Discord. Nothing but love for the family. Really appreciate you, Far, as always. And man, Matt Jackson saved his legacy.
Yes.
And we're definitely going to get into it when we get into Dynamite. That's a big part. We've got, we're going to give our game 3 analysis. We've got a panel of experts ready. Chris, as he mentioned earlier, he's got a friend that he's going to call in for it. We're going to get into it, but not just yet. not just yet. But I'm going to leave the super chat up because, of course, $50, massively appreciated. But yeah, if everyone can like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Of course, any super chats, as you already know, massively appreciated. It helps, support everything that we're doing. And yeah, let's talk about this Regal stuff, man, because obviously that's kind of like the big news story of the day. I'd say this kind of started, I'd say more kind of like last week, obviously there was the big turn on Moxley at Full Gear, but it's not like people were saying at that point, like, oh, what if Regal leaves? Like, no one was really saying that at that point. It wasn't until Wednesday.
Do you know who started the rumor?
The man who will never be named on this podcast. Maybe. I heard it was back up Hangman. Anyway,
he's Monty's Voldemort.
Anyway, so yeah, like it's not like anyone was thinking of any like movement going on with Regal immediately following Full Gear. Then when the Wednesday promo happened following Full Gear last week, and Moxie told him to go away and never come back, I feel like everyone here was kind of watching it like, yeah, it's just part of the storyline. Well, of course, Moxie said that sort of thing. Then there was a few tweets and rumors that were flying around like, yeah, Regal's actually like not coming back, sort of thing. Regal is actually going to the Fed. Like, and people were kind of like, what? Then, everyone kind of, I say everyone, but kind of people, at least in like the Twitter bubble, know that Regal and Triple H are very good friends, very close, love working together. So, people were kind of putting the pieces together. And then last night on Dynamite, obviously we'll get more into it when we do kind of like the review of the show, but obviously, spoiler alert. If you don't want spoilers, I don't know why you're here in the first place anyway, to be fair. But MJF turned on Regal, laid him out, and now all the news is coming out today that, like, Regal is actually kind of like done with the company. So that started with Dave Meltzer in the most Dave Meltzer of ways. We were saying like before we went live. Like, he was talking about the angle last night where MJF turned on Regal, and when he was referring to Regal, he referred to him as somebody that's leaving, and it was just like, wait, what? Like, because if everyone remembers rightly, Dave literally tweeted like a few days ago, like Regal said that he signed a 3-year contract. So it's like people kind of like put to bed the rumors until we came back up again this morning. When we done the aggregation post and posted what Dave said this morning, people were all in the comments like, Dave literally said the other day, it's 3 years, he's not going anywhere. And then he got followed up by PW Insider Mike Johnson, who said, he's Fed bound. Then it was followed up again by Sean Ross Sapp, who said he heard that the contract's up in December. So it's like, he don't even look like he needs to be getting a release. He's just been wrote off. He's probably going to chill for a few weeks and he'll be working backstage in WWE in some capacity. That's kind of my takeaway from it all. I'll start with you, Manu.
Are you going to report what Brian Alvarez said too?
What did Brian Alvarez actually like add? No, like,
didn't he say that wasn't a report? They that's just one thing.
Rob sent in a super chat saying, "Who is William Regal? I only know Darren Matthews." That is crazy. We don't have to get spiteful, you know what I mean? We still love Regal, but
This is what I think of Regal. Play the clip, Monty.
Oh, you want the clip now?
Yeah.
Already, all right, fine. Because I'll never let you down. I'll never let you down with the videos and the bits, so I have to. This is These do not reflect the views of Wrestle Purists and only those of Manny.
This is what I think of.
The worst crime you can commit is dick riding without a license.
Come on. How can you be happy at one job and then once your old boot and call you over and you're like, I got to go back.
Hey, listen, if I started a company, and you guys were on my booking team, and I went down with a heart attack or whatever, then the person who took over fired you all and stuff like that, and you went to go work for Tony Khan or some shit. If I got back on my feet and I got the pen again, I'd expect you all to come back. So
it's different. It's different, Monty. Regal's a grown ass man.
I know, but I don't know.
Bro, he doesn't owe Triple H anything.
Here's the thing, Chris. As well, that if what Sean reporting is right, which he has more than a good enough track record of these things, it's like the contract was up in December anyway, which I found quite weird, because that's not even a year contract. That's like a 9-month contract or whatever it was.
Yeah.
That's a weird detail, I think, in the thing. But obviously, I think if it was like anyone else other than Sean, people would be a lot more skeptical with it. Sean Rossap, obviously, God bless him, he's battling COVID at the moment, literally tweeting out news from fucking just like the grave, it seems, Hopefully he gets better soon. He's still putting in the work, though. Like I said, God bless him.
See, man, look, if you're going to trade Regal to WWE, Triple H has to give you something in return. We
all know who you want.
Yeah, I want Roddy.
I was going to say, I saw your tweet, buddy.
Roddy Strong,
I want Roddy Strong.
Wonder what's up with him, man.
So what if he has a broken neck, man? He's better. That broken neck Roddy's still better than 90% of that roster.
Broken neck Roddy cutting the promos on NXT in the hospital or whatever it was. Do it for Diamond Mine. Beast. Roddy's promos are so like pro wrestling. Do you know what I mean? He can't be, like authentic. Like he just sounds like he's doing a wrestling promo all the time. Fucking incredible wrestler, Yeah.
We can now.
You might have froze for a second though because you wasn't saying anything.
Yeah.
Everyone else was freezing for me a little bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Chi-Town Spurs, how's that a horrible trade?
Well, at the moment, Showtown, they're not getting anything. So, they ain't getting shit. So
both guys are old and broken down.
It's tough, man. It's tough. Like obviously, if you're Tony, you're not going to lose Regal, but at the same time, like I said, that contract stuff is. If it was only a normal contract, why would you only sign Regal to a normal contract? Is that what Regal wanted? If it is, why did he want that? Because obviously it's not like he could tell the future, and he knew fucking the Vince scandal and Triple H getting into power was going to happen. So, just weird. Maybe he just signed it because he wanted to have one last run on screen. Work to do the road again. And now he's going to go chill in the offices with Triple H. So we assume anyway. So, Chris, what do you make of the whole situation? If you can hear us. Dude, we've lost him. He's heartbroken by Regal. We've lost him.
How does his Wi-Fi work during his show and then never during any other show?
Well, here's the thing, man. I know you're a busy guy, but his Wi-Fi doesn't work on that show either.
Really?
He's in and out. It's pretty bad.
I'd say it's probably a higher success rate on Unpuri, but in general, he's Rob's in the chat. He'll probably vouch. Like his Wi-Fi is garbage. I am going to send Rob an invite because he's requested one in the live chat, like he always does. He never messages me before. He never messaged me before to want to be on the podcast so we can be organized and shit. But he always messages. Where is it? Let me find him. What are you popping up, man? Is it something you can read?
Yeah, that super chat.
It's a super chat. Okay. Rob, I've sent you the link. Hunter, Himmler, Heidenreich exposing the grind runners. That's crazy. Oh, we got Chris back. Damn no Big AO. Big AO, you've got him tomorrow. You know what I mean? If we book him too much, we lose. You know what I mean? We lose his star power. So we haven't had Chris on a Thursday for a minute. Yo, Chris, you okay?
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Chris.
I started doing sign language and shit.
Before I left, you asked me what I felt about William Regal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just, y'all niggas like William Regal for real? Like, I thought it was just a bit that we were all just kind of liking William. don't know. I'm
Ultimate
glad
haters, you
Come
know.
on, man.
dating merchant is out the door.
Ultimate haters. How are you gonna do my guy Regal like that? You know,
He's a queer baiter, trying to
he's a
do all
queen.
that silver Excalibur.
No, he's not. He's just a polite British man. You know, he's charming. That's what we call it over here. You know? Tell him, Charlie.
Yeah. It's just a
I
charming
just
old man.
wouldn't trust any more black and gold merchants other than them dudes who got locked up for 5-year contracts. You ain't getting out them bitches, so you might as well come back to TV. Yeah.
Other than Manny, I stopped watching Space Odyssey because it looked like it was getting interesting. So I just decided to watch ESPN now.
That sounds insane, but I actually know what you mean. Like, it was getting good, so you're going to save it for another time.
Yeah.
You know,
instead
of trying to podcast at the same time. You know,
yeah,
it'd be a waste. But just in, you know, it sounds crazy to say it was getting good, so I turned it off. Right, what's the live chat saying to us? Yeah, I think the Regal thing. It's just kind of like, okay, Robbie's shouting at me in the live chat.
Well, I also do want the one good thing I would say about Regal is his sell after getting punched in the back of his head was awesome.
I feel like he died.
And then it was also insane that Danielson went to the hospital without a jacket on or a shirt.
He didn't have his boot on as well when he came to the ring. It was just like, it's the little details that pop, you know.
Yeah.
Pop. We've got Rob.
Well, yesterday I said on stream that it's kind of crazy because the hospitals are cold, so you just be freezing over there.
Yo, Rob, what's going on?
Hey, bro.
Hello?
I can hear you, but you're very quiet.
It's just my headset needs to die. Hold on, I'll fix that in a second. But
I can't hear him at
y'all can
all.
hear me clear enough. Hold on.
Kind of.
Figure it out, Rob. You know,
What?
I got
you're supposed to be a professional. You've got your own
How you gonna
podcast.
beg to be on the show and then not be professional with it?
Says Chris, who's already lagged out twice. But, hey, you know.
What's the next
Okay.
up?
That was great.
We've lost Rob momentarily. Charlie, what's your take on the whole Regal thing? We got two haters here. You know?
I'm
I
just
still like that.
waiting to see what happens.
I can hear you, Chris. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see what happens. I don't know. If he leaves, he leaves. If he doesn't, he doesn't. He's valuable to either company. Wherever he's happy, I don't care.
Absolutely. That's the thing. He's definitely valuable both.
Where the fuck he's
great,
happy?
Chris just wants good Dynamite, you know. Fuck happiness. Yeah. Fuck happiness, you know. Morale. Who needs morale?
And if Kong signs a 9-month deal contract, you're a dumbass, and this company needs to be taken away from you.
Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me?
We can.
No, we can't hear you.
Y'all can? No, fuck you. Y'all like brass knuckles? Y'all like tea?
No.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I actually do. I like sweet tea.
Yeah, I do quite like tea.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Of course, because you're British.
It's Regal, bro. Regal. Like, I ain't never gonna badmouth Regal. That's my guy, bro. To the end.
Because you're a dick.
You know?
That's because literally, bro, it's okay, bro. It's okay, bro. Admit he's a dick rider, bro. It's okay.
You know, the good pals.
Wait, Rob,
you think Triple H has been phoning him, bro?
Rob,
you know?
go away.
No.
It's messing up my stream.
What do you mean? You messed up your own stream.
It is messing up my stream. I was lagged there before we came, but
blaming Rob.
Monty,
So these are the backstage issues that we have in WrestlePurists, you know. Chris's Wi-Fi causing all kinds of you know, politics and splitting the locker room. You know.
Can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
No way.
We're waiting, Chris.
Why does he think I'm here?
Peach in the live chat says Rob texted me this morning in shambles over Regal leaving.
Yo, that's not. Yo.
I believe her.
Yeah, you know why? Okay, you know why? Because just like wait. Because you know why?
Well,
because Regal is just like all these other niggas, bro. He's a grown man.
Monty,
you're a grown man.
That's not my money,
bro. Your internet is messing up your money, nigga. What are you talking about? Anyways,
yeah.
Chris and Rob having some real beef right now, you know. Chris was randomly blaming Rob for his internet. He's like, it's a real blood feud going on, you know. And like the way Chris gets freezing, you just see him like putting these like angry, confused faces. Now he's just Yo. What is happening right now?
We don't hear you, bro. He's tweaking, bro.
Is he even speaking? Yeah.
He's not speaking, bro. He's not talking at all.
I feel like he's just making sounds. There's no way that he's like going on some crazy rant. Anyway, I'm gonna try try talk a little while all this. I can't concentrate, bro.
Hello?
Yeah.
There he is.
We can hear you now.
This is Rob came and picked up my.
No, it was not me. And plus, I entered the StreamYard this morning.
Kick Rob for 5 minutes, Monty. Kick him for 5 minutes and see what happens.
Fine. I'll be back.
Are you gonna come back and follow?
Wait. Before Rob goes, I need to know. Does he like tea?
Get him out of here, Monty.
It's too late. He's gone.
He's gone.
Watch.
Oh.
You're not perfect though, Chris, you know. I don't know why Rob would be affecting your internet, you know. Like,
do we like tea?
See?
Yeah. I like tea.
Chris, you fucked. You know? You fucked. Yeah, man. Regal. I love tea. I love Great Britain. I love William Regal. I love Brass Knuckles.
Didn't y'all tie with the US?
Yeah, so
aren't breast knuckles illegal in the US?
We still went through. We all went through. It's happy days, you know.
For a tie in a sport that y'all supposed to be dominant in,
bro. We still won the group. That's all that actually matters. Like, it doesn't matter that we drew. Like,
didn't
the
y'all
way
blow a
we
13
drew.
colony lead?
Didn't
y'all blow a 13 colony lead?
Let's not do this, you know. Let's not do this. I'm backing down.
You know what? You know what happened? I just looked this up. They're sending Regal home because breast knuckles are illegal in Texas, and he can't be on TV for a month because he has breast knuckles.
See, Chris is. Doesn't matter if Rob's here. Doesn't mean you can't blame Rob for the internet. But yeah, obviously, Regal in WWE. I think it's so we've lost Chris altogether. But these are the games we play here. You know. Let me add Rob back in. Give me a few seconds. There he is.
Forget it out, pussy. Anyways, keep going. My fault. I'm good.
But yeah, the thing with Regal, obviously, him going to WWE, obviously, you know, WWE will be better for it, absolutely, especially in the backstage role, because it seems like obviously this isn't a report or anything, but Triple H seems a little, you know, it's a lot of work. It's 5 hours of live TV every week, you know. Yeah, 5 hours, 6 if you count NXT, who is left to Sean at the moment, who is doing a very you can't say it's an outright bad job because the numbers haven't gone down or anything, you know. It's definitely he brings a lot of talking points to Twitter. With his booking, NXT is a very wild show. I always said like the video is here in the live chat supporting.
Yes.
He's a good guy.
Please.
I know he always, he has a good gimmick and good character work and stuff. But deep down, he's a good guy. He's not that bad. Like, subscribe, super chat, all that good stuff. But yeah, like Regal in WWE, man. Obviously, there'll be a lot of value there backstage. He'll be Triple H. I'm sure is going to lean on him like he did with NXT. He'll help with the booking. I'd like to see how that translates to obviously the main roster booking and creative and stuff like that, angles, all that kind of stuff. Regal's really good at like the details and the stuff in between when it comes to like TV product. And that's definitely like Triple H is more of like a broad ideas guy. I think the same with Tony Khan, to be honest. There is actually, it's quite funny, like, because of, like, especially with, like, obviously there was the Wednesday Night Wars when they were, like, at war with each other and Tony, killed him. Then, obviously, there's now, do you know what I mean? And there's this whole new playing field. It's just, I think they both have quite, like, similarities when it comes to the booking. Like, I think they're both more big picture guys, not more week-to-week details, angles. They're not big angle guys, you know what I mean? Especially like with Tony as well, like he can just put on great matches, just match make and this is who I want to have the belt. These are the matches I'm going to put on Dynamite this week. Like it's that's more his way. I'm surprised that Tony. It didn't seem like Tony leaned on Regal that much with backstage stuff when it came to AEW. I know Tony kind of he kind of took the reins himself. And he wants to do it all himself because obviously in the early days when there were so many people chipping in, he felt it was a bit mismanaged and it was hard to keep on track of and keep it, coherent and logical and stuff like that. But it's a lot of work, man. Enough to send someone crazy.
We don't need to lean on British people that much anyway. Sure.
Yeah, well, you do it with me, so.
That is true. That is a fact. Anytime we get up and do a pod tomorrow, I'm getting up and doing it. That's a fact.
Bam, super chat. EVP AO in the chat. Go fire emojis, sunglasses, USA. We appreciate it. AO obviously catching tomorrow on the Unpurist podcast, 6 p.m. EST with Rob and Chris. Our A show at the moment. We're drawing good numbers.
Yeah.
Keep it rolling. Speaking of good numbers. You know what wasn't a good number? AEW's rating for the Dynamite show.
No. Next segment. No. Next segment.
Right, we've got to do this shit, man. Mad King 199. You think Triple H threatened to bury Regal's son? Absolutely not. But that is absolutely hilarious thought.
Bro, as soon as I seen Regal's son stayed, I said either he's coming back or Regal's son is leaving to go there. And when they gave everybody from NXT UK a chance to ask for their release and he didn't ask for his, I said, all right, Regal's going back. It's unfortunate, though. But it's tough. Yeah. It happens.
Checks out.
Well, we should have known when I think it was his son, where he left the Japan dojo to go to the WWE.
Let's try out Chris back
the dojo?
I think it was him.
See, I'm trying to Chris. See, we got Chris. Chris, are you alive?
Hey, Chris. Christ.
Jesus.
It's the gift that keeps on giving, baby. Every week. Every week.
I'm getting booed for my ratings joke. Boo, bad joke. It wasn't even a joke. It came to mind, man.
Now you know how annoying Hangman is, bro. Hangman's seen this and sent it to this group chat we were in 5 times, bro.
See, bro, I'm not on that. I'm not on that shit, bro. You see, I'm not on that shit. Like, I'm not like, they drew a bad rating. It just kind of is what it is. It's not something to fucking, send into 20 group chats like I'm sure Backup Hangman done. Also, appreciate you dream for the super chat. I'm not sure if I actually said thanks for it, but I'm just saying.
That's why he's a drunk. That's why he's a drone, bro. That's what I'm telling you. He has a different kind of energy for WWE pay-per-views.
It's so nasty, bro.
For
3 weeks till Full Gear, he was like, "Hey, y'all like this Full Gear card?" And then as soon as
he was complaining so much.
Now, as soon as AEW Full Gear, and then AEW blocked his ass. Now all of a sudden it's, oh no, show's good, bro. Show's good, big bro.
He never talks about a bad WWE Raw rating, and when somebody sends it, he acts like he didn't see it. He just ignores it, and then every time a bad AEW one comes out, he's always the first one to post it. I don't know how he always does it.
He tells us he's not biased, you know.
Like
when he does tweets about Hager's hat, and he shows that he's, you know, the master off.
Waking up to those tweets was incredible.
He said it the last time, and I was like, "Yes, nigga, we seen it. Damn, move, bro. God."
Bama sent him $2 to say that he blames the bald one for the low rating.
So true.
No, I mean that's kind of. Right. I mean, you know what? That kind of statement's kind of bad on the Elite because the Elite weren't good enough to bring the fans back. So I don't know if you want to go that route.
See, we'll get to going through. We'll get to going through.
You can't have one without the other.
Listen, the quarter hours aren't out yet, as far as I know, anyways.
It doesn't matter what the quarters hours were. They drew a .26.
If the Elite have a high drawing.
If the Elite draw like a mil and it was like .34 or something in that like last 30 minutes, then like I guess, but like it's not. I doubt it. You know.
Charlie, I think you don't want those quarter hours to come out.
No, I don't think I want the quarter hours.
The thing is, I also didn't appreciate how the live chat made me a villain for just pointing out that AEW didn't draw a good number. I guess the transition was a bit artistic, you know, but like it was something I was going to bring up.
Monty, what was the Raw rating?
0.4.
Quarter hours half drop.
Okay.
0.4. My thing with the AEW ratings that, like, I wouldn't say it scares me. They're not going anywhere, you know. Obviously, they're way too big for that. Like, even if they drew like 0.25s for the next fucking year, they're not going anywhere. When football season was on last year, when the last football season was on, whenever it was, and Raw was getting their 0.4s and not their, you know, lows of the year, and AEW were like flying. You know, I was thinking next football season, AEW were going to be dunking on Raw. Do you know what I mean? And it's like the option, like it's
niggas crazy.
It's you know, it's like I thought it's like AEW will beat Raw around football season if they keep going on the trajectory that they're going on, and like even though it'll be in football season and there'll be that asterisk next to it, there'll be a great perception. Do you know what I mean for AEW? It'll be like, you know, AEW beat Raw. Like, even when it happened once or twice last year, whenever it was like, it just sounded great. It doesn't matter if it's like football season. Only the nerds like us pay attention to that shit. You know what I mean? Like, they were up against da-da-da in certain quarter hour. Like, no one else, like, if you just say to the average fan, like, yo, you know, AEW beat Raw in the ratings a few times this year, like, it just sounds good. It is good. It's just great for perception. And like I said, we came to this year and they're doing 0.26s, and it's like, you know, there's no CM Punk, and
we don't need him.
More kind of thing with bringing it. Like I've kind of wanted to like wait before I actually even bring up the conversation about the AEW ratings on the podcast, because it's like there were so many things waiting to like fall back into play. Like with Full Gear, there was of course we like. I thought like the Dynamite after Full Gear would be quite telling, because, you know, new world champion MJF, we're heading into a new, I wouldn't say era. Well, it kind of isn't an era because like there's no Punk. Obviously, the all out stuff happened. It's like it's a new, you know, there's a new feel to the company now, I'd say. So MJF's a new champion. The Elite are back. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know Adam Cole and there's still some other people who you can class as big stars and TV draws who aren't back, but like, you know, you've got like your main guys sort of thing. And yeah, like last week was like a 0.3132, which was their record for Thanksgiving, which was good, but it just like it wasn't really like an amazing rating to like jump up and down around about. It was just good that they didn't die on Thanksgiving Eve. Then this week it dropped to a 0.26, and it's like, Jesus, do you know? And it's like, I don't know what's going to get them like. I'm not saying the company's dying or anything, and next week they could do like 0.38. And
no, that's exactly what you're saying. That's exactly what you're saying.
Well, just like
the company's going under, man.
What do you think's the hottest thing AEW could do now? That's like it'll be a
don't put me on the spot like that.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
Just talk. If you can't hear nothing, just I don't know. If you can't hear nothing, you can't hear this or shit. You know. Okay, we've got some super chats. Far 5222, legend, of course. Quarter ratings just dropped. The women's stuff was the lowest, sadly. That always happens, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
It's
unfortunate.
It's unfortunate. I can't deal with this Chris shit, bro. Like, he's just out
in and out.
It's like as bad as it gets for him.
He's getting one sentence in. Just...
Mr. Lord Chaos, $2. One night, $2. Appreciate you. Sending a couple $. Respect to Resipurus. Respect to you, my Lord Chaos. Top guy. Dream $4.99. All jokes, but AEW ratings always dip at this time, and they will never beat Raw. It's not that serious. Both companies getting paid. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like they're not going anywhere. It's not like, oh my god, AEW is going out of business. Like it's not. it's nowhere near that, but it's like I brought up the example where it's like I was looking at the football ratings last year, and like AEW have literally beat Raw in the ratings. Like that's happened. So it's like us saying that will never happen. It's like it's redundant because it's happened once or twice. So, you know, it is what it is. I guess they're not going anywhere. It's not that serious. But I don't know. There was always a part of me that wanted AEW to like fully like legitimately like compete as realistically as it could. Obviously, AEW, like WWE, been around for like 60 years. Like in terms of like being like a national company sort of thing. But I don't know. Like I said, AEW have literally beat them in the ratings. So if they could have got like that whole football season and had them in a chokehold for football season sort of thing, and just got that perception going, and just like they signed all the people they signed last year, so they can sign all the best wrestlers in the world. Like they don't have WWE money, but they have enough money where they can sign anyone really if they're available. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. It's still, I'm still gonna watch it. They're not going anywhere. Like I said, it is what it just is. What it is. It's just one of those things. Far said the trios match was the lowest quarter. Sadly, just dropped. There's no way. I'm not believing that till I see.
He did say in chat that was last week.
Hold on. I'm about to say, hold on.
Okay.
That doesn't surprise me for last week, to be fair.
Okay.
He's capping.
But I can believe that for last week's.
Because like sometimes, well, a lot of the time, like as the show goes, less people watch it because it gets later into the night, etc. Viewing habits and all these things. But sometimes, like when there's a hot main event, obviously it will go up from the main event. You know what I mean? If you look at the TV ratings from like the Monday Night Wars, like WWE always used to kind of like do a lot of their peaks in the main event with Austin and stuff. So I guess it just depends on how you book the shows. So Tony went through that whole phase where he was putting his main event on first, and sometimes he does them at the start of the second hour. And it's like it's viewing habits and all kinds of things. Quarter hours are a weird thing. I've always thought. Bam.
The quarters now.
Bam. $2. Appreciate it. Jade is art. The elite goats. Unpurest and Respurous divas. Fire emoji. Absolutely. Appreciate you, Bam, as always. You got any more? Mason Rollison, $2. Appreciate you, brother. And we've got Chris back again for another 30 seconds or some shit. What's good, Chris?
Can y'all hear me?
Chris, you straight, bro?
We can hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
It was good. Yeah, we hear you.
Before I say what happened, we got those quarter hours. What was the lowest quarter hour? The women?
Well, there's a bit of confusion because I've seen the women, I've seen the elite, I've seen You know, I'm gonna go to Thurston's profile now.
Praying it's the woman.
Manny, why have you gone off screen? Why are you cheating?
Manny said he'd be back. He's muted
be
as
back.
well at the moment.
Oh, okay.
I can't
I'll let him
have
off.
it be the Elite. I need it to be the women.
Oh,
So you want to know what?
no, this
It
week's-
can't be. It can't be the Elite, bro. Because if it's the Elite, backup Hangman, he's gonna be fucking unbearable, bro. Like, it will be unbearable.
This week's
Read them out, Charlotte.
I don't want to. I don't want to.
No fucking way, bro.
Did the Elite Death Triangle tank? That's all I want to know.
792.
792.
So
What was the
wasn't
quarter?
lowest
What
They
did the
shot.
quarter?
started.
What?
They opened with 1 million.
What was the fuck? Wait, no. Dax wasn't the opener, so let me not say fuck. What was the opener of the show?
The opener was
The
John
opening.
Moxley,
The opening
Adam
match was
Page.
Dax, but yeah.
To be fair, for the Harwood Danielson match, they dropped to 877.
Oh my god. Let's go.
Oh my
They
god!
had a big drop.
Oh, let's go!
They always have a big drop after the first quarter hour.
No.
Yeah, no. They went from.
You know what? It is actually. This is like.
They
This
went
is a
up
good.
in
This
the
is a
MJF
good one.
segment.
Always good for MJF. Yeah. What I was gonna say, the Dax thing, like, if you want to dunk on Dax, I guess this is kind of like a good way you can spin it, because AEW do always drop after the first quarter hour. But if you want to spin it and turn it into Dax propaganda, then I guess you can.
I mean,
it's a
Dax
good
and
way
Ricky
to do it.
Starks, they dropped a lot of ratings.
Bro, Ricky Starks not that fucking guy, bro.
I'm about to say, yo.
You're not fucking with Ricky Starks.
Promo, it was,
bro. I love it.
We'll get to it, but that promo was not.
Is there any more?
That's 123,000 people tuned out when Dax Harwood was in the ring last night. Damn. Huh.
It's tough out here.
Damn.
Huh.
I like that.
And then between the Dax Bryan match and the main event, they didn't drop, and they dropped less than 100K. So.
Look at us doing rating discourse. What have we become?
Let's stop this fucking shit. We are not rating nerds.
We've got going through it bit by bit. I know I brought up the initial rating, but geez, we're doing it. We've gone full Brandon first, then. You know what I mean? Doing a breakdown and.
The women's.
Someone said something in the chat. No, I've lost it. Is there any more news? Is there any more news stuff and shit before we get into like Dynamite and the Elite?
Andrade's out injured.
Oh yeah, Andrade torn his pec.
Yeah.
A lot of people obviously been wondering where he is. Obviously, he served some sort of suspension or something for the backstage altercation with Sammy Guevara. Apparently, he's requesting his release. So it was like a really weird situation where we didn't kind of like know, exactly what was going on. Like you would just assume he was suspended and he would be back at some point, I guess. But it turns out that he has torn his pectoral in the AFI versus Elite match. It was,
which was like July.
I can't remember, to be honest, but he wrestled with it, so He's it's a long injury, man. Like Chris was just saying, it's like 5 months or something like that. Like it's not something that just comes back and you have to rebuild the strength in it and shit like that. It's what Cody had, obviously. It's like torn pec. It's literally what Cody had. I thought Christian was his elbow.
No, wait. Oh no, CM Punk had the torn pec, right?
No, CM Punk has torn tricep.
He's torn his tricep.
I get those shits messed up. Okay, yeah, I don't think Christian has.
I think Christian hurt his elbow. I think I'm not 100%, but I'm like 80% sure that Christian's injury is his elbow in some way or some form.
The only news is Athena versus Mercedes Martinez was announced for Final Battle.
Yes.
For the
good match.
ROH
That'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Athena should win.
Athena something to do.
Athena should win.
I think it should win because it gives you an excuse to put her on TV, and I get the feeling that Tony would like to put her on TV more, but he just doesn't have a fucking clue what to do with her. Yeah. And at the moment, Mercedes is the Ring of Honor World Champion. I'm sure he might have had ideas to put her on TV a bit more, but it's like it just hasn't happened, you know?
Well, she just came back from injury.
Is that what it is? How long was she out for?
Like
probably
3 months.
A month. A couple months.
She was out for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Was that last match the Deonna Purrazzo match? And then
no, that wasn't her last match.
A couple more after that.
Her last match, like on TV, was not TV, but like Serena Deeb match was her last match, like notable match, but on pay-per-view.
Yeah, so
I know she's been out for a long time.
Yeah, she's been out for a while.
Young Dende, $4.99. This is just nasty business. Can we show some love to Bryan Danielson defeating races and getting a win on behalf of the black community? That is crazy.
Shout out to Dragon, man.
Yeah.
I know.
Appreciate the $5, but I'm not even leaving it on the screen that long.
I know what Dak Harwood has done. So
listen,
nasty
he's a good
man.
guy, you know. He shouted out features on the website. He follows us. He's a good guy. He definitely, you know, Dax and Cash have definitely seen some of like the troll tweets and stuff, and so a lot of wrestlers would be like crying in DMs and shit like that, or be getting weird and blocking everyone and stuff. I actually think they take it quite well, considering, you know.
Because they call us the N-word under their breath.
No, bro.
It's true. I heard it.
I won't say which wrestler, but an AEW wrestler has told me that Dax Harwood has called them the hard ER.
Oh my God.
I've been told to check them. What is everyone's asking for the StreamYard link? Idris asking for really.
Oh, because I told her to join for our first take segment. That's not until like towards the end of the show.
Yeah, I'll just make sure she's got the link though.
Shout out to Israel Queen.
Let's go.
The hiatus man has asked for the link.
No.
We
don't need
FTR saying that they're not going to resign. It's a cap, and they want to work indies and stuff like that. Cut the shit, bro. I know you don't want to do that.
Report.
They're just trying to.
What tag team on the indies do they want to fucking work? Fucking Bussy?
Violence is forever.
Yo, no, I'm
getting called a snitch, boy.
You blew his spot. You probably wanted to sneak in.
He said it in the chat. I'll pull it up.
Yeah, he said check DMs.
Check DMs. Yeah, but we all know what he wants. You know.
Y'all like Violence Forever for real?
Don't do that. They're a great.
Y'all like Dominic Guarini? Y'all like Dominic Guarini? You think he's cool?
That nigga good.
All right.
Huh.
Hey,
I'm not talking about indie tag teams with you guys.
I do need Isha to come so we've got more people on camera because Manny's ran from the grind.
No, I'm gonna come back now.
Me myself, I don't think Kevin Koo is top 5 in the world.
But anyway. I'm gonna put my camera back on. I'm eating something real quick.
Listen,
oh no,
Hangman's asking for the link when he's literally got it in his DMs. Sat right there. Like,
he's so stupid.
He is. Anyway,
I don't know why you went to
Far 5222, $10. Appreciate you as always. That's Harwood losing 15% in a quarter ratings is hilarious for the agendas. That's what I said. You know, it's good for the agendas, but whatever.
It's not
it's not an agenda.
It's not a draw. He's clearly not a draw.
Ah, come on.
It's almost like putting,
the numbers don't lie.
I got it.
Oh, so is Bryan Danielson? Is Bryan Danielson not a draw then?
That's not what I said.
That's not
what I said. It's not what I said.
I need to say something.
Who came out first?
Manny, say what you got to say.
The fact that Hangman and Parker use their real names on YouTube is insane to me.
Why?
I don't know. It's just crazy to me.
My real name. I mean, I could put my real name anyways, but.
That's all I gotta say.
Manny's just his worker's name, you know.
Monty,
it's his ring name.
But I'm waiting for my computer to update.
Yeah, but with Chris, I understand why he's not on camera because he's on serial box Wi-Fi and You can't
Bro,
handle it.
it's never like this on Purist when I'm on my computer.
It is though.
No, it's
Well,
not.
I've watched
Not
it.
Well,
not when I'm on the computer, no.
Last week was the worst. Last week was the worst one.
Last
but
week was funny.
Last week was hilarious because they were doing all like the songs and shit. Like Chris would come halfway through and just kind of like, right. I don't know what's happening at the bottom of my screen, but a streamer called Cactus Black has popped up. Who's definitely not the aforementioned Hollywood.
Oh no!
Adam Cluckman.
You're not serious. You're not serious. You're not serious. Look at you giving into the system. You giving into the system.
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are gone. How are we doing, everybody?
Where are you in your house?
I heard everybody that Dynamite did 0.26 this week. So I called my friend Brandon Thurston up, and I said, Brandon, can you please send me the quarter hours? Because we need to identify what happened here. And I was told that the lowest rated quarter of the show was the Elite Trios match that closed Dynamite. Now, I don't know what happened there.
It was actually the women's segment.
Dax Hardwood came on the screen and they lost 130.
Did you know they lost
123, baby? 123.
According to
I'm not done. According to the Brandon Thurston tweet, they lost over 200 people when Dax Hardwood. This is not even a joke.
Yes, they did. No, they lost.
This is not true.
They lost 100. They lost 123,000.
They genuinely dropped over 100K when Dax Hardwood came out.
All I know is that the Elite Trios match in the main event did NXT numbers, and you know, it did. The Elite match did Grayson Waller numbers. And
that's Ron Breaker is also on this show, so we're not doing this.
I just want to point something out. So I talked to Backup Hangman, right? And he wanted to clarify something. So Backup Hangman said, "Did I troll with this rating?" Yes, I did. But it was not for drone reasons. It was for CM Punk dick riding reasons. There's a very big difference. And I agree with him, understood. Because
the worst crime you can commit is dick riding without a license.
So what Backup Hangman clarified to me was, at the end of the day, as much as Elite fans want to say that Chicago Phil is not needed, every single waking Thursday, they will be slapped in the face with a cruel, harsh reminder of where things stand outside the bubble. And where they stand is TNA levels. And for AEW to not be TNA, they need Chicago Phil. That's not my words.
I was getting so much shit in the live chat earlier for being very, very tame, you know, and just kind of pointing out, like, hey, the number wasn't great. Kick the shit out of me, bro.
Good.
Listen,
these are not full-on beats, you know.
This is not the opinions of Cactus Black, but this is just what Backup Hangman told Cactus
Dax
Black.
Lost 200 people.
200 people, bro.
200 people.
You keep saying 200. You need to put the K in there.
Until
it's like they saw Jeffrey fucking Dax Dahmer on the screen and said, I'm not let my kids watch this.
The sheet that I'm looking at says that the ratings peak was Dax Harwood versus Bryan Danielson at 1.4 million.
That's a lie.
You're a liar.
That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing on my paper. And unless you show me proof otherwise, that's not.
They lost 123,000.
How can I know? Someone sent me the quarter hours. I've still not seen them.
It's not good.
Charlie
I just want to point out that in August there were 3 episodes of Dynamite where Punk was
Israel just joined the StreamYard and heard Hangman's voice and instantly rolled her eyes.
No, I don't want to tweet it. Why is it? No.
Hi, Israel.
Israel.
Wait, who's Hangman? Oh,
Israel.
What's poppin'? It's the first lady, the motherfucking first lady of Wrestle Purists, the Princess Diana of this shit, the Stephanie McMahon of this shit, Booker of the motherfucking year. You want to know what happened this past Sunday?
What
The
happened
new
this
episode
Sunday?
of Wrestle Purists Divas dropped. We got 2 new faces. If you don't watch that shit, you do not support black women. You're fake as fuck. You're a fucking misogynist. You do not support Muslim women. You're just a misogynist. It's time we get real right now. It's time we get real.
It's an awesome hat.
Thank you.
No one said anything about my hat.
Hold on. Check it out.
Who's backup?
I got another bucket hat. This should say, what the fuck? This should say Bermuda on it. I'm having a bad hair day. Let me put this shit on.
Right.
This shit, way better than that funky ass purple bucket hat that Jack Swagger be wearing. The unmarked bucket hat from Amazon. Get your money up, little boy. This is from an island.
I wish I had my soundboard.
I make more money than CM Punk jobless ass. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I mean, you're hyped up, you know. We're happy to see you. Someone left. I think it was probably Chris. Yeah, Chris. We lost Chris because of his Wi-Fi difficulties that he's been dealing with.
I sent him the actual quarter-hour numbers, and he kind of, he fell apart.
See, that's just cruel. Anyway, Short-term Spurs, $20. Donating so backup Hangman can get the medical help he needs because the Stockholm syndrome for some old Chicago suburbanite with glass bones is crazy. Good luck, my friend, and may you find peace. Appreciate the super chat, Short-term. We've got another $20, so we'll quickly go over to that one. Bam, $20. Obviously, always appreciate it. Breaking news: the person named Bam is looking into buying 51% ownership of Recipes from certain owner that wish not to be named at the time. For real reason. The reason is to make sure FTR does not win the Tag Team Recipes Award and back up Tomatoes.
So real. We love you, Bam.
Who?
Not back up to
Montel.
Why is backup Hangman being spoken about in his hiatus? This is a man on the
Montel. You know Montel Trump and backup. You got Montel Trump and backup Putin over here editing the polls to try to get FTR on the ballot, but I'm not letting it happen. I promise you, I'm not letting it happen.
You're not killed me.
Honestly, so here's the deal. What's it called? I, Cactus Black, do have to leave soon, but I do want to hear. I do want to hear about 2 things. I do want to hear about 2 things. Number one, I think you guys should go over these year-end awards a little bit. You know, it's up to you, Montel Jordan Heyman. And then the second thing, I'm curious to hear Isra's opinion on William Regal going to WWE as reported.
I think William Regal is needed in WWE. I think Triple H needs help, and I want to see both WWE and AEW prosper. I know that's super controversial here on the Wrestle Purists podcast to want both shows to be good, but I'm not about to turn on wrestling on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays and be like, oh, well, this is some dope shit right here, and then, oh, this is some garbage. I want to enjoy the show through and through because they're not about to waste my fucking time and play my motherfucking face because, like, no, that's not what I'm here for. So I think William Regal going to WWE is a good thing. I don't think it's going to harm AEW in any way because as far as I know, he doesn't have, like, executive.
No, he's only
an on-screen person, and I think he benefits, like, the on-screen aspect, but in terms of, like, making a difference, like, backstage and, like, working with talent and elevating talent, I think WWE needs him. So I support him going to WWE. It's not that I support him leaving AEW for dead, but, like, it is what it is. It's a cold world. This big business we're talking about. So yeah, that's basically it. It don't affect me either way. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like just like whatever makes WWE a better show, whatever makes Monday Night Raw a better show. Cause I turn this shit on for Seth Rollins, Bianca Belair, Io, and Liv Morgan, And I feel like all of them are just kind of getting fucked right now. So, yeah, whatever benefits my agendas and the wrestlers that I support, because I've been watching this shit for them, and then everything else is just garbage. Yeah, that's how I feel about Regal going to WWE.
Thank you for your perspective.
What the fuck up, Hangman?
I don't know who Hangman's not here, but I did get a.
Boy. Take your little hiatus and you come on my shit, boy.
Hangman's not
Chris
here.
came in and was like, "Get out of here, boy."
Monty asked me before you came on. He was like, "Chris, man, please let Cactus Black up here." And I said, "Sure, Monty." But now I want you off my show, Monty. Click the button. Get his bitch ass out.
Wait, no. Give me a minute.
Real.
No.
This is what I'm gonna do. I'll meet you in the middle. What we're gonna do? We're gonna do the bit with the money time. You've got 60 seconds starting now.
Until my Steve detonates. I was given a couple scoops by backup Hangman. So I was told at the beginning of the week that Triple H is kind of like struggling with Raw in the sense that he just doesn't like the idea of booking week to week 3-hour TV. Like he just doesn't enjoy it. He is not a fan of the format. It's not his preferred time frame to do wrestling, and that he's a general big picture, broad ideas type of guy. And he likes kind of coming up with those big concepts and then handing it off to William Regal and people like that. And essentially he likes going off to do other stuff while he gives the game plan to the team. And it was literally expressed to me on Monday that he really misses William Regal, because apparently he leaned on him for a lot of things that he just currently cannot right now. So it doesn't surprise me that all this came out. That was a general scoop that I'll impart for you guys. I want to thank everybody for letting me hear. I'm Cactus Black.
Boo!
Oh shit.
Boom!
Are we saved?
We're saved.
God.
He had his minute. He got himself over. I think.
Oh my god! I feel like my spirit was about to jump from out my body. I couldn't take it no more, bro.
Well, he likes to talk. He likes to. He misses us. He misses us. What can we say? Anyway, a couple super chats. Bam, shouting out Isra, of course, the first lady, as we already know. Far 222. Dax lost 15%, and the Elite only collectively lost 5%. So there you go, Hangman. All the shit you was talking, and you've just been owned by one of our great subscribers, Far 422.
I'm gonna give you the N-word pass. Go to Hangman's DMs.
No. Regal 499. Obviously, it's always a Epiphany shows up on screen. Manny, where's your mask, mate? Robbie Impact, sup? Papa H, I'm coming home. God save the king of kings.
I don't feel like wearing a mask.
Good player,
Manny's battling through. Manny's battling through a bit of a under the weather illness at the moment, but he's not a grind runner. He works through his injuries. You know what I mean? He's not 100% cleared, but he's good enough. Even when Manny's not 100%, he's better than most. Just how it goes. But yeah, Regal, we appreciate you as always. Should we talk about Dynamite finally?
Probably, yeah.
Probably should.
Yeah.
Talked about ratings for 20 minutes.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what happens when Cactus Black shows up. What are you gonna say, Manna?
Hooligan still backstage.
To me, Dynamite. To me, everything was good until after the Samoa Joe match with Dynamite.
Well, I mean, we're gonna get into it. Far 222 again. Back to basically Cactus Black confirming Banana Nose is nothing, and it was always Regal and Dusty and frigging Matt Bloom carrying black and gold. Listen, all the good bookers, they have a good team around them. You know what I mean?
Triple H has a really good eye for seeking out talent. I think in terms of booking, he's not necessarily he's not a flawless booker. And I know I really shitted on him in the Divas podcast, but there's so much potential with him. Mm-hmm. So I feel like him getting that assistance will make a really big difference.
Yeah, definitely. It's like I was saying earlier before you came on. Is like like Triple H, same as like Tony. Funnily enough, like they're pretty good at like big picture stuff and broad ideas. Like I want, so and so to be world champion, and that's what I want to do. And it'll 9 times out of 10, it'll probably be the right choice, sort of thing. It's like when it comes to like the details and the week to week booking and the angles and the actual stuff that makes it interesting and engaging. That's the stuff Regal will be good at. So, yeah.
His wife was a really good booker
back
in the dating. Like when her and Paul Heyman was running SmackDown, it was like week to week. It was just exciting. It was literally the best wrestling show, like probably like ever, like still to this day. Like you could literally watch any episode of SmackDown and it's solid through and through. And that's your wife. You live like, wouldn't you think you get some pointers? Like she know what she had. She been around. I don't understand.
$1 billion princess. She knows what she's doing. Been around the business. Oh, everyone knows. Anyone who watches his podcast knows that I'm a big Stephanie fan. I think she's great.
I love Stephanie. She could do no wrong.
Love Stephanie, Muslim queen.
That's a good white woman.
Right, so let's do Dynamite. Fuck it. Okay, so Dynamite started with who's playing music in the back? We're supposed to be professional. What are we doing?
What happened?
Right, Darren Walker, £5 real quick before I start. Cactus Black, be a regular guest from now on for the rating news. What a guy he is. See, Darren, you're a nice guy. You are a nice guy. But, he causes a lot of backstage problems. Same as CM Punk, really, But,
That's all right because we stick him in the backstage locker rooms, and we dip him in his head in the trash can to teach him a lesson.
Monty, I have something to say to you.
Yeah.
We gotta stop letting some of these people put that WP in their name.
Facts, big bro. Facts.
Oh, well, you can always send in any formal complaints to my email address, and I'll address them accordingly.
The complaint is on the timeline. What the fuck? To my email.
Should we just make a? Should we make a? We'll make a list. Anyway.
There's only one person.
Oh yeah.
I need to take that shit out that bio.
One person.
Okay, we'll figure it out. I'm sure we will. Okay, we got another super chat. We'll never get to Dynamite. Bam, the man. $2. Sadly, the deal didn't go through. Wanted Twitter money. That's probably a reference to the big deal he was mentioning earlier in the live chat. Okay, Dynamite started with John Moxley promo. He came out and basically said, "I'm the man. No one's gonna look me in the eyes and say I'm not the man." And Hangman Adam Page came out, big pop, came to the ring like a ball of fire, got in his face. Moxley said like 2 sentences, poked the bear, started brawling. They said on commentary a few times as Hangman was making his way to the ring that Hangman, he's not been cleared. And obviously that was kind of something I was watching. I was like, are they going to brawl? Are they going to hit moves on each other? Blah, blah, blah. I guess he is clear, considering like Moxley like threw him into the barricade and shit. Like he took a bump. Do you know what I mean? So I guess he is clear, which is great news. Obviously, most people love Hangman. He's a great wrestler. The match with Mox obviously makes sense for obvious reasons. That's the guy who took him out. Do you know what I mean? So it writes itself, really. Heated brawl carried on throughout the show. I thought it was good. Chris, what did you think before you lag out again? We lost him. Manny, save us. Talk to me. Manny, just take over.
Oh, okay.
I'm giving you the ball.
I don't know. I mean, it's cool that Hangman's back. It's kind of fucked up that. Sorry, it's kind of fucked up that that he got into an altercation even though he's not cleared. Very unsafe for Tony Khan. Besides that, I'm excited for their matchup again. Hopefully, No Chin Hangman survives the beating.
Jesus
Christ.
No Chin Hangman's crazy, bro. Talking about him like he's Chuck Liddell, like he's just finished now. He's finished now. You can't hang no more.
Once that chin goes, man, you're never the same.
Bro, imagine if wrestling was like that. Like, you know, like, wrestlers just aren't the same after they eat a V trigger. You know, once that V trigger hits, it's over.
He's like, he can no longer work that. He can never work that Japanese style anymore. You know.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. No chin Hangman's crazy. Charlie, we know you're a big Hangman fan.
Yes.
Did you get fired up? Did you get to your feet and pump your fists, like your neighbours?
Oh, absolutely. No, I'm excited to see Hangman back. I am glad they've gone back to this match because obviously with what happened in the match they had back in October, they didn't get to the full potential of what that could have been. So I'm excited to see what a singles match is going to look between them with hopefully no injuries this time. I feel like it could be a really good matchup.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Fingers crossed it all goes smoothly. Rob, if you're there, I know you're on mute right now.
What's up?
What was your reactions to Hangman being back, going back into the Moxley stuff, etc., etc.?
Shit was gas. Gas. I like the fact that it only took Bro said, it only took 2 sentences, and they just started scrapping all over the arena. So I can't wait for that match.
Israel, you're always one that I find. I never know what you're gonna think or say about any segment or wrestler. What are your thoughts on Hangman as a wrestler, and what are your thoughts on the opening segment to Dynamite last night when he came back and went face to face with
Hangman
Moxley?
is a top 5 wrestler, probably from any promotion right now. I was gonna say in AEW, but now that I'm thinking about it, like I feel like with Hangman, we witnessing a legend in the making. I feel like 10 years, 15 years long line, people are gonna remember him as like one of the current greats. So I feel like he's somebody we gotta really appreciate while we still have him around. That's why when he got concussed, I felt like to my core very shaken. I'm like, fuck no, like get this man off TV, get this man help for as long as he needs it, because like I thought about it, I'm like, this man is literally like a living legend and we gotta take care of them, because we've seen all these cautionary tales of like things that have happened to wrestlers that just didn't take care of their bodies. So I'm glad that he's doing better. That shit makes me happy. I hope that he genuinely is better and it's not too soon for him, because he's great and I'm obsessed with him. Also, like when the very first, I don't remember what was the first AEW show that I watched, but it was like a couple years ago. He was the first wrestler that even stood out to me because I didn't know nobody besides the ex-WWE guys. He just like, I feel like he's somebody you watch him one time and you're like, I need more of him. So anytime he's on TV, like I'm excited. I pop for it. And obviously Moxley is like also, he's another top 5 guy. So them two, I really like the whole segment. I like how Moxley basically like played in his face about his concussion. I thought that was dirty as fuck, and I want to see that dirty shit. So I really liked it. I thought the brawl was fire. I thought the whole segment was great, and like I like that it's not for the title either. It's just like we'd love to see a good feud that's just personal. Don't have to be for a belt.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I fucked with the whole segment. It was great, and I love both of them. And I feel like, is it a rubber match?
It's a second match.
Well, the first match didn't even have a finish.
Yeah.
So whatever we're gonna call it, I think it's gonna outdo the first one for sure.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
But that first match was genuinely the first one that wrestled, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was.
And that match was amazing before it got cut short.
Yeah.
It was really good.
So imagine a clean finish with them two.
The finish wasn't like, I guess the finish wasn't bad, except for the fact that someone genuinely got hurt. Like, someone getting hit with a clothesline and just going out cold.
Yeah.
I mean, rules.
One of my friends was actually at the show physically when he got concussed, and well, you probably know her, Taryn. She was saying how like everyone that was there was like literally shook, like no one knew what the hell was going on. It was like a genuinely like scary moment. So I say no, the finish was not good. Like no.
He's okay now, Yeah,
like in hindsight, it's like we can look back on it, but it's like no, like I want to finish with them too. And the fact that it's personal now and it's like it's just become really raw. Like I feel like the match is going to be intense. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
It's immediately a hot feud the way that they brought him back and like immediately had John be like, "Well, do you even remember how like why you were out?" So
that was
I'm
so
excited.
dirty.
It
Like
was
I want more of
man.
that.
It was just I'm excited. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it should be good stuff, man. And like like you just said as well, like it's good to see him like get into something that's really like heated personal feud that isn't for the title, you know. Like I was saying, like when Hangman came to the ring, it was like a ball of fire, you know, and they got into it straight away. They brawled throughout until they got kicked out of the stadium.
Yeah.
Kayfabe, obviously, but it was
as
good
much
shit,
as
man.
I'm like a sad boy law merchant, I'm glad they're not just throwing him straight into anything to do with the Elite, anything to do with the Dark Order. He's having his own story, and it's like a proper story that's got real heat behind it. So I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, man. Obviously, it's Hangman. Like you just said, he's one of the top guys go like in any company at the moment. So it's just
Living legend.
more
What
than
you talking
valuable
about,
asset.
bro? Maybe you don't see it. Maybe you just need some time to really see it. But like one day it's gonna come to you.
Big Hangman prizes. We got Chris back. Speaking of living legend, Chris, what you saying? Nothing.
Did he change
anyway,
did he change his profile picture?
It's
been Santa for a while.
But now it's Santa Claus edition.
It's been
for a while. It's been Santa Claus since like November.
Oh, that's just gross. I
No,
mean, come on,
Manny,
man.
you're right. I just changed it to Santa.
Oh yeah, I was about to say like.
Why are you trying to gaslight Manny?
Accusation.
I'm not. It's been like that on Twitter. So I just assume.
Before we move on to the next segment, Phantom FTW £5 super chat. How did Dave miss the announcers fully and totally explaining who Hangman is and where he's been and why he's beefing with Marks? Does he watch on mute? Pop. So those of you who are obviously probably not as tapped into like Wrestling Observer Radio and Dave Meltzer, he went on his podcast and was like he had a problem with the way that they'd done it because it wasn't explained where Hangman's been, and if you hadn't been watching every week, you wouldn't know where Hangman's been and why he's got a problem with Moxley. But like, he obviously missed it, but they did say it on commentary. So,
yo, man, Dave's a sicko, man. It doesn't shock me if he watches this show mute. Like, man, you never know with this guy.
He wouldn't shock me.
But Dave's the OG, so you gotta throw it up to him.
Yeah, I hear that. Bam, $5. Who's got me on? I can hear myself echoing. Okay, I've gone now. Anyway, Bam, $5. Israel and Rob's running today. Pop level of Rollins cashing in at WrestleMania. Backup running, polite claps. Charlie, Monty, Manny, and Chris were on fire today. Appreciate you, Bam. We always
Monty on fire?
Thank you for the cap, but thanks. I appreciate it.
Bro, Monty is so nonchalant that it terrifies me. Like, I feel like this man has seen everything.
Well, I've seen some things, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just like,
you don't know what it's like in the M's, bro. You don't know what we go through.
Bro, London is the slump.
I'm not from London, you know.
You don't know what it's like over here, yeah. You man don't be over here.
Super nuts and all.
Rob, where are you from?
Christ.
Rob, where are you from? State.
From Louisiana. Oh, yeah, from Louisiana.
This nigga from fucking the land where gators fucking take over.
Didn't Ted Cruz leave y'all in like the freezing cold for like a month last year?
Yo, me and Ted Cruz, when he went to Cancun, I was there at the exact same time. We was in the same airport. I saw that man getting like cooked on Twitter, and I'm just like, well, can't be me.
Oh, fuck that nigga, bro. We was without power for like 3 fucking days.
Nah, bro, man, that was cold. That shit was so intense, man. Like I was like, you could see my cold air in my house. That's how cold it was. I've never felt that kind of cold weather before. Like,
Peach, you are from
I was
Jersey.
so happy when it started snowing, and then it was like, damn, the power not coming back on yet.
Bro, I remember I remember it starting snowing, and then I said, "Oh shit, man, I gotta charge my my battery, so I can charge my phone." And then I started downloading a whole bunch of Netflix stuff, and then after I did all that, I decided to go outside in the snow in my shorts, thinking, it's whatever. Bro, it fucked me up for 3 days.
Yo, it
Wow,
snows
why
where
are you
y'all.
laughing?
It snows where y'all
give
live.
y'all fucking generational fucking migration to Texas. Katrina got y'all down bad, so stop talking.
Hey, y'all like snow? Y'all like it snowing over there?
Y'all like alligators waking up in your bathroom, having to go use the restroom, and alligators in your fucking tub? Shut up.
All right,
bro,
all
I didn't
right, bro.
I didn't even know how to react to seeing snow for the first time. I was like, holy shit, it's real.
I wouldn't imagine having to shovel snow out of my driveway,
Oh, bro,
like
no,
a hassle.
Seems like a drag. Driveway.
All right,
bro. I can straight up tell you, no one shoveled snow. They didn't even know how to do that. I kind of waited for it to melt.
Y'all just not workers for real.
We have shovels. We just don't got no snow shovels.
Yeah, it took 4 days for it to melt. I remember my mom saying, "Go out there and shovel the snow." I said, "For what? It's gonna melt." It took 4 days.
Monty, I know you're not laughing about Texas snow.
I'm about to say,
niggas
in here from the UK,
polite, bro. I'm sat here, bro. I'm just saying. Hey, stop it. $5 appreciate it. As always, been killing it in this live stream. Don't know if anyone caught when Hangman sold his concussion when his pyro went off. He twitched in the face a little bit. Good stuff. Pop. That's the sort of shit that pops, man.
Because he's a real worker. He's a real wrestler, not like those.
Factual.
Not like FTR ball and FTR hair.
No. So you had me.
He's just so good.
They're my guys, man. I'm the only one who defends them.
Bro, they would call you bro. In a heartbeat.
You're a sharp.
They're my guys, bro.
Monty, the second you piss them off, they're calling you an N-word.
No, 2 seconds, bro. They're not, bro. Dax is a family man. Cash wouldn't hurt a feather. Good guys. The good guys. Anyway, speaking of good guys, Dax versus Bryan Danielson. I thought this was fucking. This was a bit of me. This is what I look for in my wrestling on Wednesday night.
Second best show in the match.
Rob just flashed on the screen like Bray Wyatt. It's quite a scary experience. But yeah, man, I thought Dax versus Bryan Danielson is exactly what we kind of hoped it would be. Well, I don't know about you guys because you all hate Dax.
Danielson was great.
I thought it was all great. I loved it. They were chopping the shit out of each other. They were kicking the shit out of each other. They were fucking, suplexes, all that kind of good stuff.
Y'all watch this match?
Manny, I know you was a big fan of this because I was watching you watch it as a watch along. But what are your thoughts on the match coming out of it?
Man, just 2 real professional wrestlers going out there having a real hard hitting match, beating the shit out of each other, and man, it's just great pro wrestling, dumping each other on each other's heads. They went into the crowd. You can't ask for more for that. You can't ask for more for that.
Vertical into the crowd. It was crazy,
bro. I don't know, man. Like, I think wrestling is so awesome when you get the crowd involved.
Mm-hmm.
But the only thing I would hate if I was a wrestling fan, if somebody did the Darby dive. That's the only thing I would hate if I'm in the crowd and that somebody did that and they missed. But besides that, I'm up for everything.
Was it when in Kenny in the was it the final? I think it might have been the final of the trios tournament. When Kenny done dive. It
was versus LIF.
Yeah, it was one of the tournament matches when Kenny first came back. And they done the dive. Yeah. Crazy.
The other crazy one was Sammy Guevara when he did the RVD front flip into the crowd.
Crazy. Some of these wrestlers are just. Who's got me? I keep faintly hearing myself echo. So if someone hasn't got earphones in, or they've got the speakers up a bit loud, turn it down a little bit.
I have earphones.
Pretty please.
That's probably Rob.
It's Rob. Maybe he's just pulling guilty faces.
I'm gonna go get my AirPods. BRB. Wait, how do I do this?
Okay.
But yeah, I know. Objectively,
Monty, check your emails again.
Oh, Manny. What? Why? You know that can fly. I like this one. I like all of them. It's just that I never know what it's gonna be. All right, Manny. I want you to describe to the people what this is when I put it on, and what was the inspiration that helped you produce this piece of art I'm about to put on the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Manny's latest piece of art.
This is an angel, guys. I don't know all these evil allegations you guys are putting at him. This is it. Look at this angel.
This is so
Manny.
Oh, he's got a point, bro. That's how we see it. You know what I want to do actually? Where's the Wrestle Purist logo? Or is it? There it is.
No.
Top right corner. You can't really see it.
Are you endorsing this?
Someone screenshot that shit.
For fuck's sake, man.
We need this.
I would not be associated.
Like, I see you in chat. Do not.
Cereal. No.
Also, like, subscribe, super chat. You can get the banner.
Yes, this is true.
Yes, Lucifer was an angel, but at the same time, he was fighting for you to have choices.
Dynamite. 2 people have tuned off.
Well, that's on them for not appreciating real graps, you know. Anyway, we appreciate Dax here. Some of us do. Some of us don't, you know. Yeah, me and Manny. You know.
What happened?
Listen,
you
are in the minority.
If I had the same opinions as backup Hangman, I would simply change my stance.
Real.
Well, you know, you do have a good rivalry with him, so you know. Well, I won't call it a rivalry. You just kind of kick the shit out of him, you know.
Wait, can y'all hear me?
Actually, should.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Right, cool.
Yeah. We got you. Okay, a couple more super chats. Custodian Brian Pillman Jr. It's always good to see you. Dax don't separate his recyclables, planet killer. That is truly devastating news. Appreciate the super chat though. Darren Walker, £5. Dax versus Danielson, best match of the night by absolutely a mile. I agree.
It would be a British nigga, bro.
Listen,
agreed.
We're good people, all right? Just chill, man. You know?
Chris is gone.
We're good people. We try our best, you know.
When you want to be.
I have good opinions.
See?
Oh no, you
Charlie
like
makes up for it
too much.
That is a fair point.
Wait, what?
She likes GCW a little bit too much. I don't know.
You are a bit of an indie shitter, you know.
I didn't wear the Progress beanie today. Let's not do this.
Listen, you can't come on. You can't come on here with Progress beanies. That's
not after
right.
recent show.
Yeah. Bam, $5. Some called this match the USA Civil War. Dragon being the North and Dax as the South. Israel, your interview style reminds you of Renee how she does hers. Oh, that's really cute.
That is really sweet.
That first part did
I'm gonna get Bam a Christmas present.
He's a good kid, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a sex bot in the chat. Let me block them. Let's get them out of here. That's how you know the stream's doing well when the sex bots try and spam us. You know, try and poison the mind
from WWE Gareth, and now we here. Like,
yeah, you know, we get the sex bots now.
Yeah, we're up now.
Right, bam.
If you haven't liked the video already, then like it, or I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, man, let's get the likes up.
180 already in here, and there's 55 likes. So change that.
Yeah, what we're doing, you know. See, I haven't got any like top dollar songs to put on like I would do in the spaces. You know, where we can just like loop.
Copyright strikes.
We're gonna just we'll find the worst song we can possibly not get like copyrighted for.
Who had the top dollar? Not nada.
Not nada.
You can't copyright straight. Facts.
Oy.
Chris isn't back. Apparently, we'll see what happens.
What entrance!
Yo, for the Elite segment, I will be back on camera. Well, I won't be, but my uncle, Christopher O'Brien.
What's your uncle?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was Uncle. I didn't know it was Uncle Bread. Yo, Okay, where was we, man? Because we barely got started in this Dynamite review.
Danielson's job.
Stop it. I did actually. I really enjoyed Bam's comment saying that it was the US Civil War and Dragons of North and Taxes of South. That's fucking. That's art. You know.
That's facts.
But yeah, Israel's going to be better than Renee. I can see.
That's the goal. I'm trying to be better than Oprah. Like, what are we doing?
Could you imagine if Israel like Israel, if you're a billionaire, you've got to remember us, you know. That's all we're gonna say. Anywho,
I'm gonna have a syndicated talk show, like, and Russell Pierce is gonna be sponsored. Like, we're all going. If I go up, we all go up. Simple.
Pop. Where was we? Next on the show, Ricky Starks cuts a promo about how he's entering into the Diamond Ring Battle Royal next week, which was whatever.
Bro, we gotta talk about that graphic. That graphic was nasty, bro.
What graphic?
For the Diamond Ring.
Oh, the MJF thing. With MJF in the back. So like the graphic, it had like MJF's name 3 times on the banners because he's won it 3 times. Yeah. But it had like the talent underneath it, and the talent was like, okay, you know.
It was like it was Brian Cage and Anthony Dalton.
Yeah.
Who else was on there? Sean Dean, Matt Hardy, Ethan Page. Just the
awful.
The worst.
Sean Dean should
awful.
The memes.
Yeah.
Yo,
probably not too much to.
Which one is worse? This is the War of Attrition that we watched.
It's
Who was there?
It's weird now, but obviously because MJF can't win it, and it always kind of obviously with him winning it the past 3 years, it always felt like he's kind of like thing, and it's like if it's not, I don't know. It's what are we laughing at?
I read Israel's comment in the live chat.
No, because these shits are right next to each other.
Yeah.
Okay, no need to spend too much time talking about fucking a Dynamite Ring promo. You know what I mean? Now, Charlie, that was cruel. You know, I heard that.
Guys, it's not. It wasn't a good promo, man. That's
It wasn't a great promo. The subject of the promo wasn't great either. It just wasn't. You know, it wasn't like offensively bad or anything. It was actually like 30 seconds, but at the same time, it was like it wasn't something that made the show better at all. You know.
I thought Dax and Danielson was like pretty quality, like white men wrestling.
It was tremendous. It was tremendous.
Like with Danielson, like you can't really like fuck up with that. Like you gotta be like hilariously bad to have like a decent match with him. Like
yeah, Danielson's arguably the GOAT. So obviously, like me and Manny was saying, never mind the haters. It was a tremendous bit of wrestling. Idris said it. 2 white men, USA Civil War. It was good shit, man.
Remember, guys, you don't want to be a sheep and follow the pack. You know, have your own opinions on the FTR and Dax. You know,
I do. I don't like them.
Tell them, man. You know. Anyway, after the Starks promo, we cut to more brawling in the back between Moxley and Hangman, which was good because it continues it throughout the show. It gives it's especially with brawls and stuff. It's like when they cut off camera, they just stop brawling. You know, like it's like when you cut back to it, kind of gives it makes you feel a bit more authentic and stuff. So that was good. After that, there was a Jericho Appreciation Society Blackpool Combat Club kind of sit down promo. Only Wheeler Yuta and Claudio were there. I think on the Jericho side, it was like 2.0 Hager and Garcia. I think. So they were like having a sit down with Renee interview, and they were talking about like the beef that they've had. You know, Claudio, he could potentially be an Appreciation Society member if he loses to Jericho at Final Battle. Things got heated because they were going back and forth. Claudio upped and walked away. And we ended up getting a match out of it, booked for next week. I think it's... is it Hager and Garcia? I think it's Hager and Garcia.
Yeah, it's Hager.
Against Claudio and Yuta. So that's another Jericho Appreciation Society and Blackpool Combat Club match. The work in it will be good, but we're getting close to seeing nearly every match out of this. Pairing of people.
End the feud, bro. End the feud, bro. Damn.
Honestly, like I've seen enough. I'll take my glasses off next time I see that shit in front of me. I can't do it anymore, bro. Like it's time to wrap it the fuck up. Like And mind you, like,
I hear you.
I fuck with Garcia, I fuck with Claudio. Wrap it up.
Yeah, good. Move on to the next thing, that has been a criticism of Jericho in AEW in general, to be honest, that his feuds can go on a bit long,
Yeah. They also
obviously
announced Garcia versus Utah final battle.
Oh, so I missed that. This is where we have Charlie, So Charlie's one of the good Brits, so
My thing with like the JAS feud is like they just never end.
Yeah.
They never
Even
end.
like their segments is just like when I got into AEW, like JAS was like my favorite act. And now my favorite act is Death Triangle, because they're the best. But like I feel like with JAS is just like slowly I've just been losing interest, and it's like unfortunate because I like everyone that isn't Jack, whatever the fuck. Purple bucket hat. Get him the fuck off my screen. I don't give a fuck about his bucket hat, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, y'all are
you're gonna get blocked, Israel.
Okay, I know
you're gonna get blocked by AEW.
Too, but like, let's be for real. Like, grow up. Like, like I don't know how y'all are moved by this shit. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just not for me. Maybe this is just for the straight men. Maybe this is what moves straight men. It don't move me. Hang it up and like move on to the next thing in general. And get Jack Swagger off my damn screen. Like, y'all are not for real with this man.
Yeah, it's like I was saying, like the Jericho feuds have kind of got like they've had a bit of a reputation in AEW for going quite long. So you could look at the Orange Cassidy feud. People were saying it then. The Eddie Kingston feud is like people were definitely saying then, and it kind of the way that it transitioned into the Blackpool Combat feud is like, remember when Jericho beat Kingston and it had that weird finish to Dynamite where like you know what I mean, like it was really like that weird rushed angle that they done at the end, and people were like, oh no, that's not the end of the feud, Kingston's gonna beat him. He just didn't, Yeah, like I said, it kind of led into this Blackpool Combat Club feud, and now that's getting to the point where people are calling for it to be like, it hasn't been an awful feud or anything. It's been a good feud. It's just gone long,
It shouldn't go past final battle. That should be the last pay-per-view that those matchups are featured on.
Yeah.
I find it ironic how JAS is a WWE parody group, and they started to get stale. Maybe they manifested that too much for themselves, like. I thought y'all were supposed to be like above that shit.
Yeah.
I wish them the best. All of them except for Jack. No.
Yeah, we wish them the best. They'll figure it out.
We
They need a new feud. That's what it is. They just need to not be involved with the Blackpool Combat.
Bro, like the MJF feud wasn't even this long, yo. MJF feud started in like October, and then you thought after like what was this shit called at Double or Nothing? Stadium Stampede, you thought it would be over, and it's like, oh no, this pay-per-view, then Blood and Guts, and it was like, all right, and then it was like All Out. It was like, bro, damn, end this shit already, son.
Yeah, it's kind of like I said, it's a criticism of Jericho, like for how good and a genius and whatever you want to call Jericho, especially with the year he's had this year.
That's my goat. Don't
for everything you can say about him, it's like. Criticisms of his feuds going a bit long are definitely valid, but yeah, moving on, we had AR Fox, who got announced as being All Elite by Tony Khan a few hours before the show, which popped a lot of people, especially us guys. AR Fox versus Samoa Joe for the TNT Championship. Yeah, it was good. So I just love seeing Samoa Joe, bro. Like, the thing is, I love Samoa Joe so much. I have like a blatant bias towards him. Like, even the matches he's had in AEW where people are like, yeah, it's been kind of boring or whatever. I've like popped massively for him because I just love Samoa Joe.
I fucking love him, man.
I thought this was legitimately a good bit of wrestling. You know what I mean? Obviously, AR Fox wasn't always gonna have like. He wasn't always going to take like big chunks in the match or anything. It's fucking Samoa Joe who's just turned heel. Of course, Joe was going to dominate, but AR Fox still got a little bit of shine and stuff. You know what I mean? Joe looked good. It was the work well together, man. I liked it. Charlie, what are you saying?
I love this match. I thought it was great, but I love Samoa Joe. I think AR Fox is great. when Samoa Joe like no sells the spots and just walks out of the way, that pops me every time. No matter how many times he does it in a match. With someone like that is like a high flyer like AR Fox that can do all the shit that he does. It works so well. Him just like no selling it all. And like AR Fox like rolling through the move on the outside and like just jumping straight back on the offense. The match was great and like I just loved it. It was great.
Yeah, man, good bit of business. Rob, unmute yourself, brother. If you can hear me anyway, there he is. AR Fox signed with AEW, has a match with Samoa Joe. Your reaction?
AR Fox did really well. Proved why he should have been signed a while ago. Samoa Joe, not gonna say too much about Samoa Joe. I'm gonna leave him alone.
Bro, we're not having this conversation.
See, no, he said he's not gonna say.
Samoa Joe, what are you on?
Oh, Israel, you haven't been reading the private chat. He was going off earlier.
I feel like leaving that chat low key is good for your mental health. Like,
yeah, probably. You're probably right, Israel. But anyway, Israel, what did you think of it all?
I ordered food while this was on, so I missed it. I never watched any AR Fox matches, but I did just Google him 2 minutes ago, and he's fine. Like, I'll support his career. Y'all think he's a good wrestler? AR Fox.
I think you'd actually really like him.
On here. My DM is... Oh, actually, I closed my DM. I'll open my DM just for you. We could do business. We could do work.
Business. Yeah, let's get an interview, you know?
Yeah.
Get him on the Divas pod. It'd be great.
Oh, yeah.
Could you imagine?
Let's
It'd be great.
I'd love it if we got to the point where like we could literally, like Chris will come in a minute and just like he just came in for like 10 seconds and we just no sold it because we knew he was gonna go. Like, but could you imagine if that was like wrestlers? Do you know what I mean? And we've all got wrestlers that we're like, you know, we've all most of us have spoke to a couple wrestlers, especially like the ones who are like our age and stuff, like in the mid-20s, early 20s and stuff. We just have someone fucking pop up in here. Hook. Hook pop up.
It's got the perfect gimmick for it.
Hook does a 10-minute run-in on the WrestlePurists podcast. Who do you think would be the funniest person to have do like a 5-minute run-in on the podcast? Out of AEW?
Probably Dax.
Oh,
imagine.
Bro.
We gotta do it when AO is on here.
Dax doing a 5-minute run-in on Purist.
No, we gotta do Dax versus AO. Like, this is a pay-per-view quality moment.
Yo. Oh, man.
Give him the timer. He's got 5 minutes to get his shit off. And then
yeah. Dax replies to AO. 500,000 views. Yeah. Manny, what did you think of Samoa Joe versus AR Fox?
So Samoa Joe's the man. He always will be. I hope Wardlow is not the final battle match because pissed me off. And Samoa Joe's title reign is already better than Wardlow's was. So there you go.
Man is a stretch. But
I mean, Manny's never steered me wrong, you know. Chris Jericho's referred to Manny as an expert, so
I'm always right at the end, guys. I'm always right.
See? There you have it. Does anyone else have anything else to add to Samoa Joe, AR Fox, or
that front leg sweep that he did was fucking insane.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, man.
Rolling back the years.
Oh, and the muscle buster at the end, it was just,
And then, I don't know what Samoa tried to do, like a back elbow or a pounce, and then AR Fox doing like a front flip or whatever to sell.
Pop.
Loved it. Just loved that match. It might have been my favorite match of the night, which is incredible to say considering the Elite was on this card.
There's three good matches, definitely. AR Fox with Samoa Joe, I thought it was a nice little match. Didn't open out, obviously, Dax versus Brian. That's good to, most people will say that was good. And obviously, the Elite Death Triangle, they're not going to miss. So, yeah, there was some good wrestling. Speaking of which, what?
Oh my god!
Bam, $2. Dax the White Wizard versus EVP AO People's Champion. It sounds like money. It sounds like
Generational.
me to me. Sounds like money. Sounds like money.
100%.
But yeah, man. After this match, there was a Wardlow promo on the big screen, and we kind of fucking cut a promo on Joe, pretty much putting over like their match that they're gonna have at Final Battle. The crowd started to chant Wardlow at Joe in the ring, and Joe started to like sell it. Like
crowd is a stretch. There was maybe like 6 people chanting Wardlow's name.
Well, you was doing it as a watch. I was gonna say you was doing it on watch along, so I know you have the sound a little low. So I'll let you slaughter that one. But yeah, man. Samoa Joe like sold it. Like
yeah, it was good.
It was good shit, man. I love Samoa Joe. But yeah, Samoa Joe versus Wardlow. I think we spoke about it before. Like, it kind of seems like a weird match to have on Ring of Honor. It feels like a Dynamite match,
Yeah, we spoke about this last week.
Yeah, it's different, But yeah, moving on. Then we got another one of those Hobbs videos where he kind of like walks the main streets, and you wouldn't survive around here, all that shit. He walked to the barbers.
People playing.
Yeah, that's my thing with these Hobbs promos, man. What we've got the past couple of weeks, bro. It's like, yeah, he looks cool and he looks like a badass walking through the streets and shit. But like, bro, like, what?
Why do you hate on black men trying to get over so much?
My point is, Rob, how is this getting him over, bro? That's my point.
Don't ask me all that. Do I look like I booked the show? I'm just saying, bro. Like, why are you always hating on niggas?
I'm not hating, bro. I want to see Hobbs shining, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't put all that on me.
I know what you are. I know what you are.
Don't put all that on me,
exactly
bro.
what you are.
Go fuck yourself. Anyway, yeah. So there was a Hobbs thing. Taz done like a breakdown of Hook's latest win, which I thought was cool. It was like proper like sports center vibes. Okay, so next, this will be something that we can actually get into. It was the Regal MJF segment. So Regal comes to the ring. Obviously, he's booed. I liked how they mentioned in kayfabe and commentary, like, Regal thought it was safe to come to the ring because Moxie's been escorted out of the building because obviously all the brawling with Hangman. I like that they added that little wrinkle. I'm a details guy, Regal comes. He literally just comes out, introduces MJF. MJF comes out, and obviously it's his first time on TV since winning the bout, and he's kind of having like his champion promo. And I was saying before we went live, like, MJF literally cut like a 15-20 minute promo, and obviously I'm sure he delivered it pretty well and stuff, but like, I can't really tell you much of what he said. It was so like drawn out, and it was just, like I said, it was just so long, and he felt like he just kept going and going. There was some highlight points that I can kind of remember, like when he read out the email off Regal. Obviously, he unveiled the new belt, which has got like the Burberry strap. But yeah, man, he just kind of went on and on and on, and then it was like he was going to finish. And then he went on and on and on some more, but he was putting over Regal, blah, blah, blah. And he put on the brass knuckles, and it looked like he was kind of like symbolizing, like, I'm a Regal guy sort of thing. Like, that's what it seemed like. And obviously, then he started to walk around behind Regal as he was talking. And that's kind of, I guess, when the alarm bell started to go off. MJF hits Regal with the brass knuckles in the back of the head. That is Regal out. Kind of like a shocking turn, twist in the story.
Hired mercenary sending the trash out of the company. My guy.
Laid him out.
Was that his send off? Is he going to be on next week?
No, I think that was his send off, Israel.
Yikes.
I think that was his send off.
He'll be on NXT. He'll be
It was,
back on NXT UK next week.
I mean, it's.
No,
Yeah,
it's really ridiculous, Rob.
I mean, I'll get all your guys' like thoughts on it before I kind of go back up Hangman and kind of like talk about it some more. But Israel, what did you think of it when you was watching it last night?
What segment are we talking about?
The MJF Regal one, when Regal gets laid out, and,
I wasn't really moved by it. it was what it was. To be honest, like their lore is cute, but it's like I'm not really moved by it. No thoughts. Head empty.
Fair. Charlie, any interesting thoughts on Regal MJF and the angle in itself and how that was the way that Regal got wrote off AEW and it's kind of.
I mean, I didn't see the turn coming, but like it made sense. That's like the only thing I can say about this segment because it just dragged on forever and I just didn't care. Like for his first promo as champion, it wasn't not necessarily a good promo, but it wasn't like it didn't excite me for his title reign. And I guess because he missed a week, he had a lot to cover, and he always has a lot to say anyways. And he did call people out for shitting on the way he cuts promos, which did make me laugh because I do call him out for that. But that's like the only bit of the promo I can recall other than him attacking Regal. So is that necessarily a good thing? Not really.
Yeah, it's tough. It's like you said, look, obviously like he delivered it well. It's MJF, like of course he did. But it's just like it was just so long and like, I'm an idiot, like my retention and my attention span is so like, whatever. Like I scroll Twitter and fucking TikTok all day and shit. Like, my attention span's very short, So when MJF is going out there to cut like a 15-20 minute promo, and it feels like it's nothing new or anything like that, and it's nothing fresh that he said before. Like obviously he's never had the belt before, and he can claim all that sort of stuff. But it just felt like it was just a 15-20 minute MJF promo where you know what I mean. It didn't hold me. You know what I mean? Like even though it's
so
like
he's
when
feuding. I'm sorry. So that whole thing with like him and Regal was just to wrap up their story, right? So who's MJF feuding with now?
People think it's going to be Brian.
Starks, I guess.
But it's
I forgot that was
Winter
so forgettable. My bad.
Yeah.
Continue what you were saying.
Thank you,
Did he even mention?
Sorry,
continue.
Come on, man. Floor's yours.
Man, this fucking thing sucked, bro. Man, I don't know. Like, MJF has more stinkers than he does good promos, and like the good promos are so good that you forget all the bad ones he has. And man, he went on, and I said, "Fuck, man, can this guy just shut the fuck up, bro?" I was just, and it's not even good. It's just annoying, and like you're not even saying anything of substance or anything. Like the only cool thing he said was he called Ricky not a star, and I agreed with him. Besides that, everything else just sucked. Just
he ate.
And then like. then he showed the freaking belt. Like nobody can even tell it was Burberry until like you zoomed in on it. I said, how are the fans supposed to know it's a new belt? It looked like a regular black belt. I'm like, this whole thing. The only good thing about it was the Regal sell. Besides that, everything else sucked.
Yeah, man.
Mox needs. MJF needs something with substance. Somebody that's willing to go on the mic with them back and forth. Like his only good promos are with Punk, Mox, and Regal when they were feuding. That's about it.
Yeah. Well, I pretty much agree with everything he said. I'll just kind of hold him back until everyone else got the takes off. Rob, what did you think of the segment?
I thought the segment was cool. I thought it was good at first.
No way.
Hello? What happened?
No, carry on.
It's time we get serious.
What the fuck were we talking about? We were talking about the MJF promo, right?
Get your show, bro.
No way you
I
thought that was
am. Damn, bro. Let me finish. What the fuck? Y'all made me think I did that.
What he said was like, "Oh, I liked it," and everyone was like, "Oh, fuck."
I thought it was cool. No. I thought it was cool. Up until he hit the bidding war of 2024 shit, and then it started getting the repeating shit, and I was like, all right, bro, whatever.
He says the same shit every week, and people like booed me for saying this, but all his promos are the same shit, man. Like
he was reading off the email. No, literally, when he was reading off the email and shit, like I thought it was cool, and then he was like bidding war of 2024 and incelish town or whatever the fuck he said. I was like, all right, bro.
You fucking marks or whatever.
It's crazy how MJF best promo like popped off because it was a TikTok sound.
Exactly.
TikTok basically carried MJF.
Yep.
What happened with TikTok?
The mid, like it blew up on TikTok. Like all the bad bitches were using that sound in their videos, but like
the mid one.
Oh, that's like a different kind of TikTok from mine. My TikTok's just food videos.
Fair. Okay, we got a couple super chats. Far $422, massively appreciate you always. MJF needs to get out of his comfort zone for this probable year-long run. He warned us, but I really hope he doesn't become Triple H 2002-2005 merchant. The babyface to beat him next year is hopefully legitimized from this reign. Yeah, I agree, man. Honestly, like I said, I was a bit more reserved and kind of let you guys get your takes off because I didn't want to like just come out and kind of like shit on the segment, like to start it off. I'm kind of glad Manny took that role upon him. Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was like quite bad. Like I said, like I was struggling to like pay attention to it and stuff. It was so long drawn out and just he was just talking. You know them like he was just talking out there, bro. Like yeah, when he unveiled the belt, and like Manny said, until the zoomed up, you could barely tell the difference. So the people in live attendance are, you know, it's not like they, you know, really, you know, got to see it properly. It's just go on, Manny.
MJF sounded like someone that was on open mic night, and they just let him go on for 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's all. Yeah, it genuinely was like they just said like, yo, you've got 20 minutes, just go out there with a mic and kind of. But obviously, at the end, you've got to turn on Regal, you know. It was just like you just kind of went out there and you were just talking and talking and talking, and like Rob mentioned, like Rob mentioned, like the stuff with the Beating War 2024, bro. It's not even getting over. You know what I mean? It's not like it gets loads of booze and shit. Like people are just like, all right, man. He's talking about Triple H. He's talking about Triple H and Nick Khan and stuff. He's like. I'm not one of the like fans who's kind of like, oh, they shouldn't mention it at all, or I'm not one of the fans who's like, oh, why are they always mentioning the Rob says? Like, I'm not really that fussed, but like the amount MJF drives it home, considering it don't even get over, is like insane to me.
It's like his brand boring. At this point. Like he can't put a promo without doing some type of WWE name drop, and it's like I thought that shit worked when he was feuding with Punk because it was spicy. But it's like it's not spicy when you do it every week. Like,
you know, even Punk's comebacks to it were like better as well. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. He's like he could mention that, and like there was the whole like the grass is greener line that Punk like brought up, and that was a great like back and forth at there. But yeah, like Manny said, like with MJF, he does have a lot of promos where like they're delivered well, like me and Charlie were saying, because obviously he can talk to a crowd and sort of thing. Like he delivers all his shit very well and he projects very well, but the actual content of it can be so eye-rolling, boring, etc., and kind of feel like he's just talking. You know, because he's a confident talker, he's allowed to just like talk. And he's just like, you know, and he gets into his old tropes of like, you know, this city sucks, and it's like, oh, I've never heard that before. You know, it's.
I also thought his suit was so stupid too. Like, I mean, bro, because his suit said better than you. And I'm like, bro, that's so corny and all that. Because it's even corny because he was arguing with Connor on Twitter,
bro,
and Connor had the fuck you suit, so it just looks like he's trying to bite him off and all that. I'm just like, all this shit just looks stupid, you know?
Yeah,
it's just corny. I really can't get behind MJF. I don't know what it is, man.
It's super frustrating because he's got it in him, man. Like, he can. Go on, man.
No, it's. I just want to say one thing. It's gonna annoy me so much because he's gonna be cutting these kind of promos, and then on top of that, he's gonna be cheating to win all his matches.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be. I'm gonna be so pissed off. On top of that, it's gonna be like more on top of more. Like he should go in there and beat Danielson clean. Like when they wrestle. If he doesn't at least beat Danielson clean, he better beat Ricky Starks clean because there's no way like he should cheat
to beat Ricky, man.
You know he's gonna.
We're gonna have to have a conversation,
and, like,
man.
And it's like Manny said, it's like people like Manny's like, oh, it's gonna suck and he's gonna cheat, and he's like, you know what I mean? If he doesn't like add more layers, pretty much basically. And it's like people will be like, oh well, you meant to not like it is a heel, and it's like, bro, like not in that like. You know what I mean?
You can I hate when people
say, I hate when people say that shit. Like, if something's not good and I dislike it, because it's a heel, it doesn't matter, and that's how I'm supposed to feel.
Yeah.
Like, when people try and explain that to you, like I'm fucking 9 years old or something, like, bro, I know. Do you know what I mean? I know I'm not supposed to like heels.
Plenty of heel characters that I like because if they play the role well, but MJF's his shit's just so boring. Like, there's no way to get invested.
But you gotta remember,
MJF, I'm not giving him no bad bitch approval. Not till he get his shit together. Like he not like
he's not for the bad bitches, man.
Nah, he's for the he sells. No offense to whoever like him, but like my problem with him being champ is now we spending way too much time talking about him, and I don't think he's worth all the conversation.
Oh, fact. Oh.
He's got a lot of allegations to beat, man, and he ain't doing so well.
My last two things is like it's cool that he mentioned Eddie Kingston because it seems like Eddie Kingston's gonna be the one to beat him. And then on top of that, like, bro, everybody says like heels. He's supposed to cheat. He's a heel, bro. Some of the best wrestling heels in this like didn't cheat all the time to win their matches. They went in there to prove that they were badasses. And I mean, like, I hope MJF does that. You know, like, or Tony Khan realizes he doesn't have to cheat every match to be cool or be good. Yeah. Jericho didn't even have to cheat in all his matches to win.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd love for MJF to prove me wrong.
More thing with MJF is like literally. I was saying it briefly before we went live. It's like I think MJF is like I was just saying. Literally, like he can be so good, but he's so frustrating when we get stuff like last night.
Cheating to beat Ricky Starks would make MJF look ridiculous. Like
I don't know. The thing is with Ricky is over though. But anyway, like MJF can be so good, and he can cut genuinely like promo of the year contender. Charlie's pouring up the wine. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this point off. He can be so good, and I think MJF is at his best when he kind of explores new layers to his character. So, like for example, it would be like the white T-shirt promo that he done with Punk, and you know he sold CM Punk, and he done the whole like emotional like such a fan, and he was just like he was showing a different side to himself. The same with the quote unquote pipe bomb that he done. He got like so fired up, and it was so like passionate sort of thing, and he was just so like unhinged in it. It was one of his best promos, and that's usually like when he really steps out of his comfort zone instead of just doing this city stocks, bidding war 2024. I'm better than you. Blah 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 blah. Like it's always so much better when he steps out of those parameters. Because, like I said, he's so frustrating because we've seen him do it. There's been examples of it, but I just like it if we could fucking get moving with it. You know, I'm getting called an essay merchant by Israel. You know, she's so anti MJF. I can't even.
It's for good reason, man. Like he's not done anything to prove.
Israel, since you're being so loud, read this super chat.
Did you pull it up?
It's up.
Oh shit, I don't see nothing.
What?
Oh, imagine Triple H cutting a promo on Raw 2004 threatening to go to TNA if he doesn't get the world title or money. Laugh my ass off. Yeah, that shit would have been cringe. Like, I don't know. It's like at this point, you're the champion, like you're the guy on the company that you worked for. How about you like work on like building that up? Like we don't care. Like ever since he made his return, it's been like the same shit. And it's like, okay, you've been back. You're not newly back. Like the rumors are dead. You're literally the champion. Why should I care about you going to some other company? You're the champion. Like let's get serious. Like let's use our brains when we're putting together these promos and use some logic. I know wrestling is very like nonsensical and we act like logic don't exist, but like be for real.
If he wanted
don't make no sense, like move on.
Stuff to get over, he should not have started using it so early. He should have saved it for when he was champion because it would have had a lot more heat behind it. But he's been saying this shit for months, so no one gives a shit.
It would it's like it even used to have more weight before because like there was genuine like friction between him and Tony.
And we knew his contract.
Now that he's back, it's like
and we knew his contract was coming up. And everybody's smart enough to know that since he's back on TV, that means he signed a new deal, like and all that. Like, and there's no way they didn't give him the belt if they knew that he was going to leave to WWE next year or whatever.
Or even if it was possible, and if they did do that, then obviously they're like fucking beyond insane. You know, like imagine if MJF didn't actually sign an extension, like he just kind of got a raise.
Crazy.
That would be like insane. That would be nearly as insane as only giving Regal a normal contract. But what do I know? Anyway,
can I just say something? Why does Tony Khan even want that dialogue on his show? You're making your own show seem like the B brand. Like you're trying to build up AEW to be like the next big thing in wrestling, and like it's gotten such a big, you know, fan base and like people that's loyal to AEW. The people that are watching AEW don't give a fuck about WWE for the most part. So it's like you're kind of watering down your own brand and you're making your own brand look like it's not shit when you're constantly letting your talent name drop WWE shit. And your main guy with the title, like how does that not make you feel like it makes your show look bad?
Yeah,
you know, it looks like he's trying to do. It looks like Tony's trying to redo the whole CM Punk when he was going to leave Ring of Honor for WWE. So I think that's what he's trying to recreate, but it doesn't work with MJF because he still has like 2 years left on his deal. So it's just like CM Punk was already a free agent when that story happened, and people already knew that he signed with WWE. So I mean, I don't know.
Bro, you wasn't seeing like niggas like Goldberg and them on WCW sitting there talking about I don't know, a match with Steve Austin sounds like a banger. I don't know, I might go. Vince might pay me a lot. Like, bro, it's not. Stop doing that dumb shit.
I think bringing backstage politics to TV is really embarrassing and should be saved for like something that's really gonna like make everyone lose their mind in the audience. But like when you're doing it every week, number one, it's corny, it's cringe, and number two, it makes your own brand look bad, and number three, hang it the fuck up. Like I don't know, it just makes no sense, and it's like, what's the point of putting together a show if you're bringing up like dirt from backstage? Like we see that shit when we're online, literally all fucking day. Excuse my language. All day we see that shit on the timeline and in the dirt sheets, and it's like, why do I have to see this online? And then when I watch TV, it's being referenced. Like this show is supposed to like have its own identity, its own unique feel to it, and you're bringing stuff from dirt sheets on here. It's like it just makes the show look bad. Like I don't want to see that shit on TV. I see enough.
No, I agree definitely. Like it's when it comes. Oh shit!
We lost her. She was cooking.
To a point though, she was cooking. It's like with the stuff that you bring to TV from backstage politics, it needs to be stuff that like you need to be really pick and choose with it.
Yeah.
It seems like Tony in like the past few months seems to like when something happens backstage, it's like he looks for the opportunity of how he can bring it to TV. It's like even the Andrade shit. Do you know what I mean? Like you know, like the little sly comments that they do in like the 10 segments and shit. And it's like, bro, we don't. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on. Yeah. Who's that going to draw? Like, it's not going to draw anyone. Like, what are we doing? What's the point of it?
Like, the people that are seeing this online are already watching the show, so you're not appealing to anyone new.
And the Andrade shit blew up, and the Andrade stuff blew up right in their faces too. So
Juan said TK pay someone to pay someone off to cut your off. But yeah, Israel's phone crash. She'll be back very soon.
All right, let's move on. We spent too much time on
MJF. Way too much.
So, you know, it was a big angle. I guess people who click on this shit probably want to hear us talk about it. It's like the Regal stuff, I guess. Anyway, couple super chats. Young Dende 199. MJF got them Mad Libs promos.
100%. It is so cut and dry. He just inserts. Oh, I'm not. I've ranted about this too much. I'm not off again.
For good vibes on this one, Eddie Kingston, best promo in wrestling, IMO. He's definitely up there. He's just so fucking great. Like, we could talk for what?
Yeah,
we've done 2 hours so far. I could do 2 hours just talking about Eddie. We love him. Everyone loves him. We was me and Joe were in like a StreamYard meeting with like a video editor, and we was just we ended up just talking about Eddie for like ages, and we came to the conclusion that Eddie's probably like by everyone in like the Wrestle Purish group chats and stuff. Like he's probably the one person that everyone like really likes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's like the one, you know. That like everyone's just like everyone loves Eddie, man. He's just the fucking man, you know. Charlie, read this for us.
Okay. Charlie will always be GOAT for the double points tweet. Charlie will be the only reason I would be glad if Arsenal win the league. Love that. Monty, London is blue. Chelsea, fire emoji. Don't agree with that, but thank you,
London
Bam.
is blue. You know what I mean? Where's your Champions League, Charlie? You ain't got one. You're never gonna win one.
Well, who's top of the Premier League?
Yeah, but you're top and you ain't won it yet. So you know, end of the season, I might give you. I'll give you your flowers at the end of the season if you pull it off. But we're not even at Christmas yet, so yeah.
But that tweet that Bam's referencing was me. So I don't understand basketball at all. And like people know this because I've tweeted about it enough. And I tweeted, Matt Jackson's got to put up double points or whatever the joke is. And AO replied to it and was like, what the fuck are double points? And I was like, I don't know. I'm just trying to fit in on the timeline, man. Like, I don't know what this means. So that tweet got a bit of traction because of that. I don't fucking know.
We're Brits, man. We don't know this shit.
Basketball jokes. Someone said it in a tweet and it stuck in my brain. So I was just like, I'll tweet that and see what happens. And it got the reaction I wanted. So
it's like when Americans say football plays, you know, like soccer plays. Like, oh, that was a great play.
3 points ahead.
Yeah, and when instead of saying 1-0, they say it's 1.
Oh, they scored a point.
You know?
Yo.
Go on, Rob.
Yo, what the fuck are y'all talking about right now, yo? The niggas talking
about
points,
sports.
double points. What are y'all niggas talking about? That's that soccer shit. That's what I'm telling you, yo. It's called soccer.
That's not a football thing. Fuck off. It's not a football thing. It's just a thing that I said. It was a 0-0 draw. Relax. But okay.
The U.S. saved soccer this year. 100%. Yeah,
bro, if you, I want USA to go far in the World Cup because the last time was it 2010, like the legendary USA World Cup run. That you can genuinely see how like football/soccer has kind of like grown a lot more since that World Cup. So you know, if they have another good run, it's like you know, a lot obviously because of Wrestle Purists and just in general, like just being online and stuff. I've got a lot of friends in the US. Obviously, I'm a big football fan, so. You know, it just pops me hearing them talk about it, especially when the World Cup and stuff like that. So.
You know, my soccer fandom peaked when Mario Balotelli was ruling the World Cup a couple years back.
Pop. He's a wild boy. But yeah, let's move on. Anyway, after the Regal MJF segment, obviously Bam appreciate for the super chat. After the Regal MJF segment, he went to a break. As they were taking Regal off on a stretcher. Then when we came back from break, he was getting put into the back of an ambulance. Brian was there. He came out after MJF attacked him as well. He had like an urgent feel about him because he wasn't even like dressed properly and shit. You know, like he had one boot on. Details. Like I said, I love the details. You know, the little thing. So obviously Regal was took away in an ambulance and. I guess that's the last we see of him on AEW TV. If reports that we've seen today are correct. So you can't really flaw his run, to be honest, in any way. Like he came in, he done the Blackpool Combat Club stuff. It was brilliant. People loved it. His contributions on screen and commentary have all been tremendous. I'm sure he's helped countless people backstage with like putting matches together, learning holds, getting in the ring, all that kind of stuff. But he's fucking Regal, man. He's one of the best. Like, he's one of the best people you can have in your wrestling company. So even though AEW have only got 9 months of it, they're still better off for it, you know. So you know, good luck to him. God bless him. God save the king. And yeah, man, Regal looks like he's fed bound. So one of them. Ricky Starks versus Daivari. Ethan Page got a promo on him just before, got a promo on him after. Ricky Starks squashed Daivari. We don't need to talk about it, to be honest. Jeremy Hayter, Britt Baker, Rebel cut a promo backstage. I can't remember what they said. Does anyone? remember what they said.
Basically something like, why is Saraya getting a sit down segment? We should also have a segment on Rampage. That was about it. It was Brooke doing all the talking, and people are like, why is Brooke doing all the talking for Jamie? Because they're building to the split. Like, if you paid attention to anything that's happened gear, this is exactly what they're building to, what people want. We just have to be patient.
Because all
Tony
you
Khan
niggas,
has officially hacked Israel's phone. Oh no.
Y'all niggas gotta chill, bro. Y'all niggas, because see, if it was Marvel, y'all watch a Marvel movie, you can sit there and dissect it in 20 minutes, but y'all can't sit there and dissect a simple segment in 2 seconds. What's wrong with you niggas, bro?
It's a lot of the audience. They're not the instant gratification. Bro? It's because they teased the Jamie hater Britt Baker split, and then they didn't do it. But I'm now that they're doing what they're doing, I'm kind of glad they didn't do the split when they teased it originally. But also,
the belt definitely makes it more interesting. You know?
Yeah, it's a love-hate thing. You're either gonna love Britt in the title scene or you're gonna hate it. I'm currently indifferent. I think the program will be interesting either way. I don't think the belt makes that much of a difference for me. I've just been waiting for the split to happen since Forbidden Door.
Yeah. Even when they first linked up, it was always something that people who were aware of Jamie Hayter and what she can do, like, I hope this is where it leads. And like Charlie said, they've teased it so much over the past year or so. It got teased to the point where you thought they were going to pull the trigger on it, then they wouldn't do it. That happened at least twice over the past year or so. So, at least they've done it, and they've done it to a point where Jamie's got hot enough where they can put the title on her, and you can really make this feud as big time as it possibly can be. I understand how some people might have wanted to see Britt get the title back and Jamie overcome Britt for her first title win, but even the way that she got her first title anyway was really cool and stuff anyway. So shout out Jamie Hayter.
One of the good ones.
Next up, we had, I think it was Anna Jay versus Willow.
Yes.
Okay, we have
we can skip this with you.
Jay.
Hey, Ezra.
We got her back. I mean, we don't have to skip the match because I feel like that's a bit harsh. And Manny's
so wait. MJF got to cut a 45-minute promo, and all Jamie got was a backstage segment. It's what she deserves.
I was literally about to say before she came back on, I was like, well, since we're talking about Jamie Hayter, it's probably best that Israel's in the live chat and not up on the screen.
Oh no, man!
Not the biggest fan.
Her reign is looking real Mickey Mouse.
It just started. It just started, yo.
Israel, I love you, but Jamie's my girl. I can't.
Yeah, Jamie, everybody, girl. Jamie belonged to everybody.
Crazy, yo.
So these accusations, Anyway,
wow.
We're professional.
Yeah, for sure.
Anna Jay versus Willow Nightingale.
Two queens. Let's talk about some quality. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Manny's in pain.
I genuinely think this is the best Anna Jay has looked in a while. Because her last couple of matches have not been great, in my opinion. But I do think Anna Jay versus Willow was a good bit of business. I think that they both look good. Willow's just incredible. And I love what they're doing with her. They're really not going wrong with having her be built the way she's being built. Built as this ultimate baby face. The crowd's so behind her already. They've just got to roll with this momentum, man. Have her have the TBS belt at some point next year. Whoever she beats for whoever's champion at the time, probably still Jade Cargill. Yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with Willow, and good on Anna Jay for having a good performance.
Yeah, man. Pretty much echo all of that. Willow's great. I love again, we were talking about it before we went live. It's Willow is genuinely liked by live crowds. I wouldn't say I guess we throw around the word over a lot. I wouldn't say she's fucking over and boom, you've job done. I wouldn't say it's anything like that. But the crowd definitely likes and they react to her, and the matches aren't dead. And that's a big big plus for AEW for the Dynamite shows because, like, you know, the women's match in the middle of the show, usually it's not the hottest for crowd reactions, you know what I mean? And it's always like something that, you know, I am a fan of women's wrestling, especially like US women's wrestling, and like I want it to do well. So when the matches die in front of the live crowds, it's kind of like disheartening. So like to see Willow out there with Anna and the match is kind of like over. Like, you know, it wasn't like a 5-star classic or anything. They didn't tear the house down, but it didn't feel like a drag. You know what I mean? It didn't feel dead, and it was just nice to see. And like I said, Willow's great. I feel like everyone loves Willow. So, yeah, man, has anyone got anything else to add to Willow versus Anna Jay? No?
Welcome back, Ruby Soho.
Well, yeah, there you go. I was going to say Ruby Soho came back after this, which was a pop. We love Ruby.
Yeah.
Me and Chris love Ruby. We've got haters, but we love Ruby. You know. We love everything about her.
Ruby rules.
She does. She's fucking awesome. We've got a $50 super chat from Bam. God bless you. Appreciate you loads always, Bam. You're the man.
Anna's like dedicated to pay my bills. I mean, our bills.
Bam said, need Joe Hulbert to guest on Unpurist. Need Manny Mass review show. Need Israel to interview everyone. Need Charlie to have Sports Center segment after each Elite Death Triangle. Need backup versus Hat to win Feud of the Year. Need Monty to pay his workers. God bless. We got a $50 super chat, Rob, and you've just miraculously came back to life now. So we see you what you're doing, Rob. You know, you see the money, you come back. You know, you come crawling back. Rob sounding like you just woke up.
No, I was actually doing something on my computer. My fault.
That's what happened with that woman's segment. Put him to sleep.
Yeah. See, man, why do you have to? I'm coming here. I'm putting it over. I'm saying that it's not. You know what I mean? You don't be back up, Hangman. We already got rid of one misogynist. You know what I mean? Yeah, Bam, you're a legend. Bam and Far, especially their support over the past couple of weeks has been like crazy, like humbling and amazing to get. You know, we all appreciate it. And yeah, like I said, you're the fucking man. What happened after Anna Jay versus Willow? Let me unlock my phone real quick. Ruby came back, which was awesome. Oh my god. Right, so Jay Cargill came back. It was supposed to be a total celebration because she finally got a TBS Championship belt back off Nyla Rose. She cut a promo, putting herself over, which started off pretty good, but it got kind of it got a bit weird for me when she started kind of like belittling the rest of the baddies. Mm-hmm. Like it made me think there was a potential turn coming, which I thought, well, how's this going to go? But the baddies just kind of stood there and took it, pop, owned. And then Jade was interrupted. Jade was interrupted on the big screen by fucking Bow Wow, who said he'll see us soon or some shit. It's like, bro. Bro, it's 2022, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Y'all not fucking with Bow Wow? Y'all not fucking with
No, get out of here, bro.
Y'all not. Wait, what's his biggest hit? Y'all not fucking with Y'all not fucking with Shorty Like
decade, bro. It wasn't this decade.
Y'all not fucking with that one song he made with Chris Brown, y'all
nah, bro. Rob acting like he just walked out of Like Mike, you know, like
yeah.
Come on,
but you
bro.
see how Rob mentioned the Chris Brown song just to try and get Israel on his side, and it didn't work. So
100%.
Shorty Like Mine is a classic. Chris carried.
See?
No, but Lil Bow Wow, he has some hits. I don't know why he did
15 years ago.
It's gonna be so nasty when Bow Wow comes out on Dynamite and then he brings out Sasha Banks and all that, and it's gonna be nasty.
Manny, it's time to get real. I want to see Jade versus Bow Wow. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
yes,
if that's the match that like brings back intergender wrestling, I'm popping. I don't care.
Maybe Bow Wow
was really needed this whole time.
Yeah, if Jay can like powerbomb Bow Wow for a table, I'll accept it.
100%.
But I am definitely bracing myself for a lot of wrestle crap to come out of this.
Yeah.
It's fucking Bow Wow, bro. It's 2022. Like we can all pop and be like,
Monty,
he's got some hits. It's Bow Wow, bro. What are we doing?
Monty, you acting like you wasn't trying to be like Mike as a kid is crazy, bro. I'm gonna need you to stop this act, bro. You need to stop this act. Bro,
it's TNA fucking bullshit on the TV. I got really heated in the group chat, saying mean things about Bow Wow, but I won't repeat on here. But he's old.
It was
he's
crazy.
Washed. He's old. He's washed. No one cares about him anymore. Why is he on my
I'm not gonna
wrestling
lie to
TV?
you. So
I don't like it.
This don't got nothing to do with wrestling, but I follow a Bow Wow stan on Twitter. And when Jade curved him the first time, I didn't know Bow Wow had a whole stan community, but they was on Jade's ass. They were like, "You corny bitch. You could have you didn't have to go at him like that." Da, da, da. And like I remember like I hit one of them up, the one that I follow, and I'm just like, "Yeah, this is called a work. And this is wrestling." And she's like, she better work herself into da-da-da. Like she was like real life mad. I'm just like,
did you report her? Having Bow Wow stance in 2022 is insane and should be reported.
Fair. That is a fair statement. You know, messy. It's a messy road. You know.
Nah, you know it's nasty when she said Shad Moss. That shit was nasty.
But if I met a girl, you know, obviously, you know, I'm very happily settled down man. But if I met a girl one day and she said she was a Bow Wow stan, that's got to be some kind of red flag. It's got to be like you can't. That's some red flag right there. And now we are gonna move on. There was an acclaimed
That's part of that segment.
You guys can't see like the control panel, and Chris has just popped up at the bottom of the screen. Like, anyway, there was an acclaimed backstage promo. We're gonna skip over it because I didn't really say anything that fucking crazy. Yeah, the acclaimed, and now we're gonna go to Sports Center, and we're gonna review Game 3 of the Elite versus Death Triangle in the playoffs for the AEW Trios Championship. We are joined by Christopher's uncle, Christopher O'Brien Senior. How are you, Christopher Senior?
That's right.
I would just like to thank my nephew and Russ Pierce for allowing me to speak on the Game 3 matchup and the series as a whole in the Elite versus Death Triangle. As you see, I have white facial hair, so I'm very old. I've been watching the game of wrestling for about 50 years. I've been covering it. I am just an expert in all things usage, stats, and all that. And I'd like to thank y'all for allowing me on the programming to speak the truth about these wrestlers and these frauds and legacies of some of these wrestlers.
Yeah, the big story going into Game 3 was Matt Jackson's legacy. There was a lot of talk the night before, the day of. It was a big game for him. Obviously, the Elite were 2-0 down. A lot of people were expecting them to go 3-0 down and possibly get swept in the series.
Which is ludicrous to even think that a team with the great Kenny Omega would go down 3-0. It is ludicrous to think that.
It's not me, man. A lot of the fans are saying it, brother. You know, they weren't fucking with it.
Let me pull up some stats for you,
Uncle Brad better than Uncle Drew.
I have some stats for you right here.
Well, read the stats. Hit us with them.
Kenny Omega has won world championships in New Japan Pro Wrestling, TNA Pro Wrestling.
Those are accomplishments.
And all Elite Wrestling. Which is, it's funny that people think a team with a multiple-time champion, one of the greatest of his generation, would lose to Pac. Do you want to know the world championships Pac has held?
Go ahead.
I have a page. This is how many world championships Pac has held. If you don't see, that is nothing on my paper. Because Jordan Pac has never won a championship in this great sport. So I don't know
False.
why a team false.
He won the Dreamgate Championship.
You mean Dragon Gate?
Yeah.
Favorite match from this Dragon Gate run?
Yamato.
That's 100% just a guess.
That was putting people on notice. Oh my god! And then let's talk about the Lucha Bros, the Pride of Mexico, as some call them. Last time I checked, Kenny Omega took the AAA Mega Championship from Rey Fenix at a Triple Mania. Is that true or is that not true, Emmanuel?
Yeah.
Okay, so I also have the stats. Death Triangle, the possibilities of a Death Triangle matchup with the Elite. Singles, tag matches, trios matches. There have been about 15 in AEW. Do you want to know what was one of the majority of these matches?
The Young Bucks?
The Elite have won a majority of these matches. I will name all of them for you. Kenny Omega has beaten Pac in singles competition on a random Dynamite. Kenny Omega would beat it in a rubber match because Pac got him one time in the rubber match. Kenny Omega has beaten Pac in the Iron Man match by sudden death rules. The Young Bucks have beaten the Lucha Bros. Let me count them for you. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Even a ragtime team of Pac and Rey Fenix, the Young Bucks beat them. Every version of Death Triangle has lost to the Elite. And if that isn't damning evidence of why Kenny Omega's greatness should not be questioned when it comes to a series of scrubs, I don't know what is. Let me read some stats from the series.
Before you get into your stats, Christopher, we have another guest joining us to the panel.
No.
I don't even know who this is. I think I know who it is.
The comment you just said is exactly what I just said in the program.
We're joined by Shaq of NBA on TNT. This is a massive privilege for us. Obviously, a legend in the game. We're very privileged to have his analysis on Game 3 of Young Bucks versus Death Triangle. So, Shaq, obviously, introduce yourself, and Chris was about to read off some stats, and I'll let you guys get into it.
Are they real stats or are they accomplishments?
Christopher.
How's everybody doing? This is Shakir on there. Four-time NBA champion.
I can't do this shit no more, bro.
Four-time NBA champion, Hall of Famer. I've played a long time in the NBA. So you guys are talking about Game 3. I've been watching Games 1 and 2, and I can tell you guys, Kenny Omega is not the guy. You see the thing about the Elite is they're a good offensive team, but they don't play any defense. And what the Elite need to do is play better defense. I didn't see a lot of good defense in Game 3.
So how do you think the Elite can play better defense, Shaq?
They can't play a better defense. See, I wasn't even a good defensive player. It's something you can't teach. You just gotta have it in you. You see, my thing is, Kenny Omega, they gotta run the ball through Kenny Omega in the post. But they're not doing that. See, Nick Jackson, Matt Jackson are 3-point shooters, but they think they can match. They think they can match the Lucha Brothers shot for shot. They can't do that. No, they can't do that. See, when you try to play hero ball, that's what happens. I always tell Chuck, you can't play hero ball. Defense wins championships. Chuck doesn't listen to me, because Chuck's stupid. Chuck doesn't win no championships. I know I got 4 championships. Listen, I always tell these guys, you got to rebound, you got to defend, you got to get out there and transition. Kenny Omega's a good player. He's a good player. He's not a great player. If he's a great player, he'd have more championships.
That is blasphemous, Shaq. Shaquille, that's blasphemous.
It's not black. I got 4 rings. I got 4 championships. How many chips do you got? How many chips do you got, little nigga?
What is happening, bro?
It's not 4 chips, nigga.
I'm not gonna.
How many fucking championships you got?
I am not a.
I won championships with Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant and Dwayne Wade. I won championships.
What would you know about leading a team anywhere when Kobe Bryant was sitting there carrying your coattails?
I'm a 3-time Finals MVP. 3 times Finals MVP.
Somebody get involved, man.
My good friend AO has asked for the StreamYard. If you may drop that to him, please.
Why is Chuck here? Why is Chuck? Where the fuck did Chuck come from?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. When I'm watching the NBA game right now, and then
you're pretty bad.
having that voice with Shaq there, it sounds so similar. I thought I was watching the TNT thing.
God damn it.
JaVale McGee.
How I look back at it.
I got my first nominee for Shaq to the Fool for wrestling. Number 1, Bow Wow, 36 years old, showing up on AEW Dynamite over a Titantron. He's number 1 for Shaq to the Fool this week.
You know what this is? Perfect equivalent to these two teams is Death Triangle is Golden State, and then
they're a well balanced offensive team. They're gonna win a championship.
And then the Elite are like Kenny Omega's Luka Doncic, and he's surrounded by scrubs.
The Young Bucks are not scrubs. They just need to know their role. You know, everybody has.
Check.
Yes. Yes.
Got some super chats.
I'm sorry about that.
Do some ads, you know.
Bam, $5. I love you, baby.
Bam, $5. Uncle Chris is amazing. Question is GM Don Callis looking to add young talent next season? Seems to be scouting young talent. Kanuska Takeshita. Interesting. Obviously, we'll get into the transfers and trades and drafts and stuff a bit later. Far 522. Death Triangle are basically Kenyon Martin, number 1 pick with no rings. Harsh. Showtown Spurs, $20. Massively appreciate it. I'm way behind, but you guys are funny as hell. Keep on being awesome. Really appreciate it and all your support that you always give.
Showtown Spurs, we appreciate the super chat donation. Thank you, Don. Thank you for the $20. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
We love you, baby. We love you.
Well, let's get back to game 3. As
Monty,
you were saying,
Monty, the point of the game, Monty. Here's the deal. The Elite are a great offensive team. They can score 140 points, 150 points.
Mm-hmm.
They may be the best offensive team I've ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But what good is 150 points if your opponent scored 150 points? You know what I'm saying? They're not going to win this series scoring points. They're going to win this series by getting stops. And the way to do that is to play better. You got to play better defense, and you got to run the ball through Kenny Omega. Nick and Matt Jackson, get to the corners, shoot the threes, spot up. That's all they need to do. All this extra dribble, James Harden shit is not going to win the series. I try to tell Chuck that, but Chuck doesn't understand because Chuck doesn't win any championships.
Excuse me, Shaq. Didn't you let Ben Wallace block you? Didn't you let Ben Wallace dunk on you?
Hey, Chuck. How many championships you got, baby?
Wallace?
4 rings, baby. 0 rings, baby.
That doesn't matter.
Chuck, you got 0 rings, Chuck. You got 0 rings, Chuck. I got 4. You're talking to a Hall of Famer, Chuck.
It doesn't matter. I'm a Hall of Famer too. What does that mean?
Yeah, but you got 0 rings, Chuck. How many times you beat Michael Jordan?
You got
0 times, baby. You never beat Michael Jordan, baby. I beat Michael Jordan 2 times, baby.
He did beat him in the MVP race.
Excellent.
And I beat Michael Jordan twice. So what is your
Chuck? You've never done anything in the league, Chuck. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know shit about basketball, Chuck. You don't know shit about basketball, baby. 4 rings, baby. Elite. I believe in you guys. Kenny Omega, I know you're listening. Kenny, I love you. I think you can do good. I think you guys can win the series. You just got to change the game plan. I believe in you, Kenny Omega.
Oh, man.
This was a lot of fun.
This you don't get this wrestling analysis anywhere else, you know. This is what the people come for, you know. Please give us a like on this video if you haven't already, because of course
JaVale McGee.
A lot of art has gone into this podcast so far. So we are coming slowly to a close. I am waiting to see if AO does join, and if he does, we'll go like another 10 minutes or something. But
I dropped him to StreamYard.
I'll send it him as well. I don't know what he's doing.
I've heard a lot about this big AO. How big is he really? Can he get rebounds? Can he post up? Can he get to the post? Can he be a superstar center? Like
Israel's cat is so unimpressed right now.
The big Aristotle.
Israel's unimpressed. She has been for about 15 minutes.
Superman.
Right, we've got a new analysis. Got another pundit to invite in. Stephen A. Smith. Pleasure to have you. What would you like to add to the?
I just want to say,
what Stock is putting up here is it's blasphemy.
It's not blasphemous, Stephen A. It's not blasphemous. You need to fix your hairline, Stephen A.
Shut up, Shaq. You need to hear it. You need to hear it, Shaq. Go ahead, Steven. My apologies.
The greatness of Kenny Omega should not be understated by this buffoon who has never stepped foot in the wrestling ring, who has never won a championship in
Four rings, baby.
AEW.
4 rings, baby.
Talk that shit. You shut up while he's talking.
Stephen A, how many hairlines you got, baby? You got 0 hairlines.
You talking that shit.
The Alliance are going to win this series. I'd be surprised if Death Triangle won another game.
The ball. They just can't score the ball, baby.
And we're
Stephen
talking
A.
about Matt
Stephen A.
Jackson in Shanghai.
Stephen A. The Elite are worse than the Dallas Cowboys, Stephen A. They're worse than the Cowboys. They're an accident waiting to happen.
Cowboys fan. He's not even a Cowboys fan.
Well, we've got another addition to the panel. No gimmicks. EVP AO up in this bitch.
I've heard a lot about this big AO. How are we doing, my brother?
Yo,
big are you,
first of all, I heard you ask how big I am live on air.
I want to know. Can you post up, baby? Can you post up?
With you, bro?
The big tactics needs to know.
Second of all, this fucking attention whore. Don't ever let him get off another farewell speech ever again. He has not missed a single week of podcasting since he had that dramatic ass 5 paragraphs on the timeline, dramatic ass 30-minute goodbye on a podcast. He has not missed a single week. He's been on a podcast every single week, and you don't let him get that shit off. I told you, don't even pay him no attention. He's not gonna stop talking. Yo, this soliloquy having ass attention whore ass nigga, bro. I hope y'all see Hollywood Hangman Adam Pearce for what he is, a fraud.
Who's this Hangman?
Oh my God!
Monkey boy, Chris. He fried you.
Where's Marley Karam?
Shut up, Hang Monkey.
Who is Hangman?
Oh my God! Traumatizing my son.
I just want to say, this has evolved into banter when we are talking about 2 of the greatest teams to touch this sport
ever.
I really wish I can do a Skip Bayless.
Let me tell you something, Monty. You're on a nice show here, brother. I'm liking your style. It's kind of sexy.
What?
What the fuck?
Look at Idris' face.
You know what?
Never changed,
This
baby.
match was a great match. It was really different to the first 2. I like the fact that the Elite came out and attacked Death Triangle before they had finished making their entrances. It made it different right out of the bat.
Molly. I
just want to get my opinions off. I don't give a fuck about this basketball gimmick. I just want to say what I think about this.
Chuck, I got a question for you, Chuck. Thoughts on Dax Harwood losing 200K viewers?
Fuck that Hartwood. I don't care.
Man said Molly.
You know what?
Let me
You're great. Matt Jackson proved that his legacy is intact. I'm glad, even though I said that they would go 3-0 down, I'm glad that it didn't happen, and I'm excited for the rest of the series. They keep spicing up the matches, and it's great. Continue whatever the fuck is going on.
Let me tell you something. Dax Harwood is a real basketball player. You know, he knows how to get his big ass in the post and get a bucket barbecue chicken.
AO, you got a Regal shout out.
He's not that good.
Of course you did.
I'm not reading this. I'm no
Regal 199, big muscular lawyer. Welcome to the show.
I like William Regal's style, baby.
Appreciate you, Regal, always. Far, $522, $5. Hangman on his 2010-2011 Shaq Celtics run. We got any more? No, continue, Shaq.
I was just saying, Dax Harwood, you know, he saw Bryan Danielson in the post and said that was barbecue chicken. You know.
Oh, Shaq, I'm cutting you off again. Bam, $100 super chat.
Oh my God,
the real MVP in this bitch. You know.
Shout out to Bam, man.
Shout out to Bam always. This is amazing. Honestly, thank you all. EVP AO, thank you all for the laughs. Can we get AO, Chris, and AO to sign to sing Carry On Wayward Son to get a push to our win to the series? Listen, tomorrow, I'll tell you, you get the super chats in. They'll sing the damn
We'll
song.
do that tomorrow.
We're 100% going to do that tomorrow.
Yeah, they got you. They got you.
Shaq.
Shaq.
So everybody, hey, I'm Purist tomorrow. Bam tab the bill. Carry on our way with sons. Hey, and y'all gotta listen to the song so we know like where the words going and shit. So we don't gotta fucking figure
I
out
know the
our
words.
You only need to know the first bit. But yo, Shaq, you got any
Shout
more
out to
analysis?
Bam. We got you tomorrow.
The only other analysis I gotta say is this.
Shut up, monkey. Y'all really let this
nigga,
clown.
who the fuck you?
Kick this nigga
Y'all
out of
really
here.
let this clown have a 30-minute going away speech, knowing damn well he an attention whore that wasn't going anywhere. Y'all discuss me just as much as Hangman discuss me.
I don't know who Hangman is, baby, but you never told me to shut up ever again. I'm a 4-time NBA champion, baby. A Hall of Famer.
Nasty word.
Kenny Omega is a old car that can't run anymore, and he's getting carried. I'm sorry, I can't do that.
Manny.
I couldn't do it.
I'll let you get your bits off about the Bucks, but
wait, Monty, real fast. Take Bam super chat down because I want to take a screenshot of the page, put everybody's name over this shit. Manny Bayless. All right, I got it. You can put it back up.
I was thinking that AO might come in as someone like with a whole gimmick. Yo, you don't need to.
Nah, I don't need no gimmicks. I'm just over.
The only thing I can do
should have just done them.
Skip Bayless is the only thing I can do for Skip Bayless is just like the paperwork where he's like, I got my notes right here, and he's like,
yeah, he's always tapping them on the desk.
Let me say something real quick.
Big AO. I don't need no cheap gimmicks. I don't need no cheap pop.
You should have done Michael Irvin,
I don't
bro.
gotta pretend to be somebody that I'm not. I don't gotta play a character. You feel me? Big AO.
Let me say something real quick. You guys are beautiful people. I appreciate everybody. I want to thank everybody for letting me on the podcast. I want to say that I may not have been the best free throw shooter. I may not have been the best husband. I may not have been the best father. But I was a 4-time NBA champion. And so you got to understand and respect my words. Chuck, I'll see you next Thursday when I bust you up like I always do. Stephen A., good luck with that hairline, my brother. Charlie, Isra, Manny, thank you very much. Monty, you run a nice show here. I appreciate you, baby. And Big A.O., you need to be more nice to the big Shactus. Come by next time and we'll get in the post and I'll show you a move or two, okay?
What? What?
All right.
Y'all remember when Hangman came out as y'all remember when Hangman came out as bisexual? Everybody just like ignored it.
Yeah.
He was not joking.
Hart said the Shaq impression sounds more like Elvis. I appreciate your Heart. Yo, this podcast has been crazy. Ayo, have you got any yeah, Ayo, have you got any? No, Isra, do your game free. Let you get your shit off because you know you've sat there very patiently and polite. So.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You okay?
I don't know what just happened.
A lot happened.
Shout out to Russell, queerest member, backup Hangman.
Russell Queer is coming soon, featuring backup Hangman.
Who did we just lose? We just lost someone else.
Chris.
Okay, we lost Chris.
So the match was good. I think the second match was the superior one out of the three.
Peach.
There's like legit nothing that I could say after all that.
1 sec. I'm just looking for a super chat. Is Chuck still here? Yo, Charles, your T-Mobile 5 in pro wrestling. 5 $5.
Is this directed at me?
I think we're talking about Charles Barkley.
I was gonna say because.
Oh no, you're gonna have to ask Charlie that. I can't answer that question right now.
What?
I don't know what this means.
Is this for me? I don't know if this is for me or not.
It's for you. It's bro. Your name on screen is Charles Barkley, and it says, "Yo, Charles, who's your top 5 T-Mobile or whatever the fuck it is?"
Why shouldn't
Kenny? I don't care how washed he says he is. Cry Chris, Kenta, and I guess Osprey.
Pop, nice choices. Appreciate you for always. Custodian Brian Pillman Jr. Bisexual purist. That's aimed at Hangman. You know, we're all inclusive here. It's what we do. And Custodian Brian Pillman Jr. I'm the Luka Doncic of wrestling. God bless. Yeah. So that was a good panel show. You know, we reviewed.
Speaking of Luka Doncic, he's playing one hell of a game. He's playing one hell of a game right now. Sorry.
The panel show scared the girls, you know. It's going through. We got to do the sports center, big sports feel. You know, this is what wrestling needs. You know, big personalities on a panel talking about the big fixtures, the big games, the big matches, the things people care about. You know,
speaking of big personalities, if you want to hear Big AO, EVP AO break down Dax Harwood and MJF killing the territory, tune in to Unpures tomorrow. Tune in to Unpures. I got all the numbers. I got all the stats. Hey man,
when you dropping the hoop tape, bro?
I was gonna do it today, but like all the like circle jerking and like fear mongering about Regal and the ratings and like Kanye being a Nazi and shit. I was just like, yeah,
crazy that.
That was crazy. They were trying to step on my rollout, Monty. They were trying to step on my rollout, so I just tucked it in. No, it's fire, bro.
Bro,
y'all like Skepta?
Oh, fuck.
What happened, Monty?
You know what it is, bro.
Hey man, Skepta rules. This is my favorite British rapper.
I'll send her the code tweet, bro. It's your favorite song in the background, so it's fire.
Yeah, you know I'm gonna eat that code tweet, so I'll just do it. You know,
hey, bro. But when Jamie Hader co-signs this, it's gonna be worth it.
I hear you.
My co-sign list is growing and growing. I'm co-signed by all 3 baddies. Swerve, even though he hates me. Co-signed by who else? AR Fox. Who else? I make. It's the bitch ass niggas that I made one for that didn't do anything. Eddie Kingston, nigga. So you can retweet Joseph Monticello's YouTube videos, but not the shit that I worked hard on, Eddie. I see you on Yonkers. I'm slapping the dog shit out you.
Dream said too big for your boots. I'm not sure who that's.
Too big for your boots. He's talking to you, Monty.
Hey man, you ain't talking to me, bro.
Not too big, way too big for his boots.
You're way too big for your boots, mate.
Listen.
Oh, not the act.
Way too big for your boots.
The way he says boots.
Too big for your boots.
Yo, have you got any hot takes for Dynamite or anything that happened on Dynamite that you want to get out before we end
MJF
it?
killing the territory. Dax Harwood killing the territory. Push Swerve Strickland to the moon. What else I gotta say? Joe, if you go back to the Fed, bro, you're dead to me. William Regal, you're already dead to me. Charlie Dempsey, I got an agenda against you for the rest of my life. Blame your daddy. When 5 years from now, when you ask why Big AO with 30K Twitter followers and shit keeps shitting on you, it's because of your hoe ass daddy, nigga. All right. What else?
Bro, Samoa Joe's not leaving to the Fed. You see how in good shape he is?
That nigga not in good shape. Anyway, what else? Damn, I got a whole bunch of agendas. I can't think of them right now. No. AEW fans, y'all fucking pathetic, man. Grow up. The shit that y'all doing on the timeline is nasty.
Regal.
Yeah, come on, bro. We talking about a fucking manager, and y'all acting the world is ending. That's it, man. Tune into on Pures tomorrow while I break down how MJF and Dax are killing the territory.
Before we get out of here, let's do some plugs. Charlie, I know you usually keep yourself to yourself pretty much on Twitter, but have you got anything you want to plug?
Wrestle Purist Divas is back on Sunday with I say OG. We've done 3 episodes so far, but it'll be me, Isra, and hopefully Alexia and Anna as well. And once the Elite Best of 7 is done, I will have a feature on it that I am working on as each match happens. So that will be up on the Wrestle Purist website when that's all said and done.
Happy days. Yes. Manny, you got anything you want to plug? Any of the features or anything like that? Late Night Green, anything?
Oh yeah, Joe's doing a Late Night Grin. He's doing a 24-hour stream. I'm gonna be on it. I'm pretty sure Monty's gonna be on it.
Yeah.
I might be on it tonight. Everybody watch the Mavericks game. It's tied 124 to 124 in OT. I might have a feature coming on the Late Night Green since we can't post my Impact review on the website.
Crazy.
Is it that bad?
Bro.
Wait. What did Manny watch?
You watched Frankie Kazarian versus Josh Alexander. And he wrote a feature about it where it's like
he's tearing him down.
I don't know. Bro, it's crazy.
That's what everybody that's read it, they're confused and they think it's crazy.
You gotta let us read it.
Yeah, we'll get it out there. So yeah, anything else you want to plug, Manny?
That's it.
That's it, yeah. AO, obviously, on Pure tomorrow, but anything else?
On Pure tomorrow, Jamie Hayter tape, dropping them all. Yeah, man. If you don't retweet this shit, I'm just gonna assume that you racist, you hate Nigerians, you hate black people. Yeah.
I also forgot the stream is for a good cause. It's for dementia. So if you want to go and do that.
We're finally gonna get
if you just go to I'll put it up at the bottom actually. If you go to Joe Hulbert, let me pull it up. Add banner.
Also, join our Discord. Link is in the bio.
So if you go to his Twitter page, Joe Hulbert, obviously a lot of you all know who he is already, because he's part of the Wrestle Purist crew and stuff. He has been from day one. Obviously he's got his own channel, Late Night Grin, where he creates his own content and stuff like that. And he is doing a 24-hour stream, raising some funds for charity. He kind of shot himself in the foot with it because he basically said that if Triple H actually puts Alexa Bliss in War Games, it will be so funny that he'll do a fucking 24-hour stream. So he did it. Alexa Bliss was in War Games.
It wasn't even worth it because Alexa Bliss was perfectly fine in the War Games.
Bro, it's like, I think it was, we had like a bit, because everyone knows that we love Buddy Matthews. And so when he got signed to AEW, Joe was always saying that when Buddy Matthews gets signed, he's going to do a 12-hour stream. And he did it. So this is the level up of that stream. But Joe's a great streamer. Obviously, all of us guys, myself, Manny, any of the guys that you're familiar with Joe, they'll be popping in. And obviously, like I said, it's for a good cause as well. So go pop in, say hello, help him out. 24 hours, he's probably going to go crazy. I'm not 100% confident he'll make it, but he's probably going to do it just to prove me wrong.
You're going to need an Adderall. Not condoning that shit, but
he's crazy.
Y'all like Buddy Matthews?
I love Buddy Matthews. Go fuck yourself.
I like Buddy Matthews.
That's a random ass Buddy Matthews stream.
Buddy Matthews, he's a beast, bro. He
a finisher merchant. I'm just saying, bro. That nigga on 30K worth of HGH and lost all his work rate.
Yo, he is a beast. He is a beast. I don't know what cocktail he's taking.
Favorite,
he's a beast, bro.
Favorite Buddy Matthews match since he's gained 30 pounds, Monty?
He's on that Liver King diet.
That is.
I know. I hear what you're saying. I still love him though.
I'm just saying, bro. Pac did what he could with him for real, you know. But
that was good.
It was good. Yeah. It was good, but I think we were all expecting a little bit better.
Well,
it's kind of hard to do good when Malachi Black is holding you back.
But yo,
Manny, that's not a good bit.
No, it is a good bit. It is a good bit. We don't rock with Malachi Black around here either.
Hey,
Rob,
man,
you got anything you want to plug real quick?
Best show in the world tomorrow. Best show on the site. I don't know what time it is.
On Purist tomorrow, 6 p.m. East.
We're opening hot. Get there early. We're opening up. We're Carry On, Wayward Son. Shout out to Bam.
Yeah, man. Israel, you got anything you want to plug before we get out of here?
Yeah. If y'all didn't watch the most recent episode of Wrestle Pures Divas, give that a watch. Angel and Jade, first time ever doing a podcast, and they killed it. Support Black women, support women in the wrestling space. Leave a like on that video. I take any constructive criticism because I'm trying to be better. So y'all can always hit me up like directly and just like give me your thoughts. Like I'm always down to hear like any suggestions. Yeah. Make sure y'all watch Wrestle Pures Divas this Sunday. We're cooking. It's gonna be a good ass episode. The girls are gonna be back. That wasn't there last week. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Don't follow me on Twitter. I don't fuck with that app right now. If you happen to be on Twitter and you're a fucking weirdo that's sexually harassing women, kill yourself. Especially me, because what the fuck did I do to deserve that shit? Like, how are y'all as men, like, take a look in the fucking mirror and like really ask yourself, why am I a fucking loser? Why did would my dad approve of how I'm acting right now? Like, really?
They don't know they
show your dad the shit that you be sending bitches in the DMs right the fuck now, and let me know what your dad says.
Yeah, man.
That's
obviously
even if you have one. But this is the consequence of men walking out their kids' lives. They turn out the way that they turn out. I'm over that shit. I'll probably be back to Twitter when I get over it, but right now I'm still not over it. So yeah, leave me the fuck alone. Unless it's something to do with Wrestle Purists, because that's the only way that I'm gonna be active online. So love Wrestle Purists, best wrestling platform to ever be made. Y'all took me in from the streets and put me on. So fuck Wrestle Purists, everybody else.
Yo, I have an announcement to make. This nigga Kanye West, man, he just tweeted out a swastika. So there's that.
Jesus.
No. You're underselling
the Star of David.
Yeah. The swastika makes the Star of David, bro. That's insane, bro.
Bro, that's he's done, bro. Like he's like
the one thing I gotta say about
gone. Like
the one thing I say about this Kanye stuff, you know, it's crazy when Alex Jones is the one.
Bro, that's what
pushing back on him, bro. Alex Jones was like, "Yo, bro, I saw a tweet, man, it's a little too far."
Yeah, like, I saw a tweet earlier, and it was like as the interview was happening, and people were tweeting shit like Kanye said what, like, and all those kind of like stuff without actually like posting clips and stuff. And I saw someone tweet like even Alex Jones is pushing back on Kanye now, and I was like, oh shit. He's saying some stuff right now. Like,
bro, I read what everybody was saying about it. And obviously, like, reading it is like what the shit he's saying is like unforgivable when just reading it. But it took me like hours to actually go and watch the video. And the videos are somehow even worse than just reading what he said. Like,
he sounds even more unhinged and crazy. Like, when you actually watch the videos, like, I only watched like a clip of it. And it's like he's got like the orange thing. And he's doing like the voice and that with it. And he's like, bro, he's gone. Like, he's so gone. Like,
the thing is, I think it's like a 3-hour interview with Alex Jones, and everybody that's listening to it, Alex Jones is like he made it known that what he does is like character thing, and he does it for the clicks, and like it's so crazy when he's trying to separate himself during the interview. Like, oh fuck, I don't even like some of the shit that he's saying. Is so insane. He's like, I don't even want any of this pushback on me.
He's gone, man. It's it's a shame. It's like I want to say that it's sad, but it's like there's nothing sad about a racist getting cancelled and shit. You know what I mean? But like obviously, like a lot of people Anyway, like I said,
I used
he's
to love
done.
Kanye
He's
so much.
finished,
Like, if
bro.
you insulted him, I would block you or unfollow you. So I
bro.
I did not play, or I would bark on you. So I did not play about this nigga Kanye West, but he just gotta kill himself at this point. Honestly,
he's got.
Hey,
Like
I
said,
stand
he's
on
got.
that too. So don't be like, hey yo said this. Let's shame it. I don't give a fuck, bro.
And the one thing people keep saying that is, I understand like the mental health and all that, but bro, this dude doesn't want. If he doesn't want to care about his mental health,
you're
responsible.
You're responsible for your mental health. It's not an excuse to behave any way that you want. You have
of course, especially when you're coming out on like Kanye with the platform he has, blah blah blah. Like, but anyway, enough of fucking Yay. Fuck him. He's finished. He's done.
Also, the crowd was 100% behind the Elite in IWA Mid-South Territory. CM Punk in the mud. Also, anybody saying that Tony Khan backed the wrong horse because of the ratings and shit, you're a fucking idiot. CM Punk is out for a year with a torn tricep. What was he gonna do on television?
Commentary. Imagine.
Imagine CM Punk on commentary.
If y'all haven't been checking up on the WrestlePure's Twitter account, like we working on the awards, like end of the year awards. So make sure y'all retweet,
I'm gonna get
like
into
respond with like your picks, your suggestions, whatever have you. That's what we got going on right now.
Right. Let me take this on. As Israel just said, obviously we're doing the WrestlePure's Awards. We're starting them at the end of this year for the 2022 awards. If you go to our pinned tweet on our Twitter page, it will give you all the information you need and the awards. There's also an article attached that, like Doc said, it gives you all the details that you'll need to know. We're also doing like a series of tweets to get our nominees. So if you see us do any tweets asking who do you guys think should be considered for Wrestler of the Year, Match of the Year, Women's Wrestler of the Year, all these kind of tweets. Obviously, if you guys are watching this, you've probably already seen one of the tweets on the timeline at some point. So that's how we're kind of collecting the nominees. Then once we've got the nominees, it'll go to a vote, and we'll also be reaching out to wrestlers, members of media to vote as well, and we'll put it all together, and whoever has the best combined score will win Wrestler of the Year, and that's how we'll do the rest of the awards. Another quick note as well, follow us on TikTok. We have a TikTok account. We have a TikTok account. It's inactive for now. It won't be inactive for much longer. We're hoping, fingers crossed. Hopefully we can get some stuff on there. Hopefully we'll be seeing.
Hit us up, man.
AR Fox, hit up Israel. Israel will, of course, be the lovely face that you will hopefully see on the TikTok page. The Discord link is in our bio. Link is in the description to this video. Sorry. So hit up the Discord. We're trying to get 500 members in there. AO is the man who has kind of took lead with the Discord. So shout out him for that.
Everybody join my channel, The World of Dysfunction.
Yeah.
If you want to see what an acid trip on Discord looks like, then just read Manny's channel. I don't know what they be doing there, bro, but it's just.
He be talking. He be sending links.
Typing things and pressing send.
He be sending links, bro. He be sending links. But that's the Discord. Obviously, AO's kind of, like I said, he's king over there. Isra's queen over on the TikTok. What else is there? Manny's obviously king of the features. He's wrote some really great features recently. He's got some more
endorsed by the Ocho.
Endorsed by the Ocho, been called to quote Chris Jericho. Manny is the expert.
Manny's been cooking with the features. They've been great.
Yeah, he's the man. Farah sent us one last super chat real quick. Far 422. Last one for the night. Shout out Westle Purison. Join Discord for draft being done by Heart Editing.
Oh yeah, Heart Editing is doing like a fantasy draft, in Discord. It looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, Heart's the man.
Shout out Heart Editing in general. They've been
shout out Heart Editing. Cooked up a fire thumbnail for tomorrow. Fuck William Regal.
His thumbnail for the most recent WrestlePure's Divas is like, I don't know if they could top that. Like,
it was fantastic. I loved it.
We love it.
Editing, you're the GOAT. We love you.
But yeah, we love your Heart. Obviously, you just sent in a $4.99 super chat as well. We appreciate you massively. Appreciate it as well, Far. But yeah, man, Discord, TikTok. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Like this video. Turn on post notifications, follow us on Twitter, read features on the website. We're doing all this shit. We're going to be doing more shit in 2023. This podcast has been kind of crazy. But
bro,
it's 3
this
hours.
has been our rookie year. Imagine what 2023 is going to look like for us.
We're coming through.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
coming for the gold. You know, all these other big channels.
Take
We're
over.
coming from. You know,
Oh,
we're
they're
taking
finished.
over. We're coming from. But yo,
Best women's division.
we appreciate you guys
Yeah.
a lot for always.
We're going to
like,
crush you,
supporting us.
yeah. You're
Fuck
finished.
off, Rob. I swear.
You're done.
Rob will just go quiet for 10 minutes and just come
We're
out.
gonna
with
put up
something
double
like that.
points in 2023. Fuck you talking about?
Double points.
You're done, yeah. Double points, yeah. You're finished. You're
Yo.
We
You're
had this
finished.
bullshit.
Yeah.
I explained the double points thing. We're not doing this again.
Yo, let's get out of
You're
here, man.
cooked.
Come on, let
Yeah,
me get this.
hit
Let me
the
get
music,
this out of
Monty,
here.
hit the music.
Yo, let me get out of here. We appreciate you all, especially the people who stuck with us through this whole live stream. It's been a long time. All you people that support, you're the people that keep us going. You know. But from me, Charlie, Manny, Ayo, Rob, and Isra. This has been Recipe Curious Podcast 56, and we appreciate you, and we'll see you tomorrow for Unpuris. Peace.